Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. And today is going to be very dangerous because we are going to be using the Totem of Undying. In fact, the very reason we got this and put it in our offhand slot is because what we're doing today involves going into the Nether. In fact, going directly into lava. That's why we have some fire resistance potions, because we're going to be draining a selection of the Nether, a fairly small area in the grand scheme of things, but we're going to be draining a portion of the Nether, and the way we're going to be doing that is by taking some glass, kind of making a circle, shape in the Nether, and then draining that hole entirely. We should be draining something close to 1,000 buckets of lava. I think it might be more depending on how deep the lava is. We don't know for sure how it is going to be right now, but basically we have a lot of stuff we need to do, and as a result of that, I'm going to get myself some glass, I'm going to get myself some iron, which I've also smelted, to make myself some buckets, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on today, and join me for the journey if you want, and if you don't want, then you know what, you showed up to the wrong place, eh? So, hello everyone, I'm Toycat. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, but this is really going to be a little bit of a weird situation, because I don't think I've ever built in the Nether inside of the lava. I built in the Nether very far above the lava, deliberately because lava be scary and no one wants that. Also, hello Toycat, thank you Draven Keller. Hello right back at you. I hope you're having a wonderful day also, because it's Pancake Day in the UK, something everyone is missing. Like, if for some reason the stream does less well today, we know it's down to the, we now know it's down to the Pancake Day. Like, this is a sacred day for UK people. I think it's probably Commonwealth stuff too. If you don't know, it's actually Pancake Day, and this isn't like National Talk to Your Brother Day. By the way, thank you, Mad Planet Day. In 2021, I imagine you draining an entire ocean, atom by atom. I have considered draining an entire ocean. I just haven't had a good idea for what to put under there. Like, I've got the 1,000 sponges, so it isn't actually as much effort as you might imagine. It's just I don't have as much of a reason as you might expect yet, which is sad. It's something we're working on. Also, thank you very much. Also for the super chat, end the stream right now. No, thank you, Shrankery Shrakery. So, everyone else in chat, hello, how's it going? I'm at the right place. Love these things. I'm glad you do. Why don't you stream on Twitch? Says, you know what? We'll dive into the. This is a thing I always have to do. Like, when a stream's just begun, try not to do the Q&A. Try and explain what's going down. And what's going down today is we have this part of my Nether, which I'm trying not to show off too much because it's like a big work in progress. But it's a part of my Nether where I'm placing a lot of ice. Fun fact. And basically, I want to be down there in the lava because I want to like make this area entirely snowy, and that's going to involve two things to me. Because if you just cover up in like ice, which is what I was originally considering doing, it'll look interesting, but like I don't think that's enough personally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly down here. I'm going to show you what this is all about. It's a huge 40 by 40 area. It's maybe 2,000 blocks, and yes, I'm going to be drinking a fire resistance potion because there's a blaze trying to hurt me right now. I'm going to be drinking a fire resistance potion, trying to find the rough middle. Did you see that with a skeleton? Just going right there. Trying to find the rough middle of this. So if this goes from -19 to, let's call it like over here at the edge, over here, let's call it. Oh, Jesus, I'm always scared of going into the nut. Like, can I go in here? Okay, -19 to -66. That is 45 blocks, which means the exact middle of that. You can't swim in lava. You can only awkwardly float, by the way. Fun fact. Oh, no, I'm swimming. Oh, no, I'm flying in lava. You can fly in lava, but you can't swim. Oh, there we go. That's a weird bug. But yeah, isn't this kind of fun and beautiful? We're just swimming awkwardly in the lava, trying to find 25 blocks away from 66, which would be 41 if I'm not mistaken, which should be the perfect center of this. And then yeah, we're going to be placing some glass, and you're going to see something maybe you've never seen before, because just awkwardly swimming in the lava, it's not something it's not something I would say I'm particularly adept at. Like, by the way, isn't it weird just like floating down to the bottom, trying to see how deep this actually goes. But yeah, we're gonna be placing some glass from the bottom to the top. Oh god, we need to. Oh god. Okay, so there is drowning even in lava. It's something I knew about when it first happened, but I forgot since then. You can drown in lava, and that's hilarious on one level, but also like full on scary on another, right? Like, oh yeah, we may legitimately just die. So let's try not to. Okay, let's go real fast down. We're gonna crouch down as fast as we can to get this one done. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I can't see if we've hit the bottom yet. I hope we have. Okay, I need to get out there. I need to get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Oh god, I'm gonna take some damage. No, I don't want to drown in the... no. Okay, I didn't drown in the Nether. So yeah, the speed you move through this is ridiculously slow, but such is the pain for making something like this happen. I think it might even be part of the Elytra might be part of that actually. So we're gonna try get to the surface real quick. We're gonna try and take this off just to see if this helps me, because it's ludicrous how... Oh, we're crouched as well. That might have also been part of it. Yeah, because you can crouch in lava. Like, instead of just going down, you kind of crouch. It's a very weird thing. But here you can see our first little pillar. Something beautiful about glass is it's transparent, and glass and lava just have this really, really wonderful thing. Also, why'd you have a water bucket? You're in the Nether, says Banana Bob. My plan is to just, like, use it up, and then I can pick up some lava, which will be on this side, by the way. Because we're gonna... I'll just make the rough shape now, and I'll finish it from down below later. We're gonna have a circle, which starts here. How big a circle? We'll decide as we go. Use rockets. That's a fun idea. Me and the boys drinking fire resistance. Yeah, fire resistance is something I need to make sure I have on me at all times, just to avoid an accidental whoopsie. Also, okay, I need to, like, get my thing laid out, so just look at the beauty that is this for a moment. Like, this beautiful tea we've got going over here. I hear a magma cube somewhere near me. Do you hear that too, Internet? Do you hear the noise of a squishy? So anyway, thank you very much, Max Likes Boys. Thank you, Erland. I'm building a Nether tunnel. Pray for my safety. Yeah, Nether tunnel is a fun project idea. I can't take that one away from you. Good luck with it, Erland. Also, hello, Uvril. Just got the notifications. Thank you very much. Oh man, I am gonna try my best to have fun. If I don't have fun, you can hold me accountable in that one. So yeah. Also, thank you, Mudkip, and thank you, Oh Man the Human. Okay, we're good. Okay, now I'm gonna get the chat. Sorry, I've been. It's kind of weird, like I have all my stuff misplaced today, but we're gonna get this one done. So beautiful. I agree, Swally Hamster. There is something just nice about seeing down, all the way down to where the Netherrack is. If we do this for another one, let's just do this now, just to show the point. Oh man, it's so awkward. Like, I can't see properly where we are, so I have to work entirely by my coordinates. Okay, so I hope we're doing this right now. We might be awkwardly placing too many things right there. I genuinely can't tell you until we get to the surface. Oh god, but I can't get to the surface. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I did it, I think. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I placed a bunch of glass just down there, which should make it easier to... You can see the issue of trying to build. You have to, like, see what you're doing, and then you have to, like, work from the imaginary... Oh no, I messed it up. Whatever, you can see the challenge here, I hope, is my point. So yeah, let's go on this side now. So let's place a block there, and then it's 2 to the left, and then it's 1, and then it's 1, and then it's 2 up. I think we did on the other side, and then it's 5 up over there. As long as this lines up perfectly, which it does, we're gonna be great. Watch for the time on your potion. Yeah, it's got 3 minutes. We've got another 3 of them. We can always brew more. In fact, I brewed some just in case. Just for this very situation. You do these projects in the most efficient ways, says Fabled Guitar. I assume that's sarcasm. Yeah, no, I do just enjoy, like, sometimes I have, like, a super efficient thing in mind. Sometimes it's like, I want to goof around in Minecraft. Do you want to come join me while I do it? And I can see the, I can see why that can be confusing if you expect me to be Captain Efficiency and I'm goofing around. You know, this is like my first time building inside of a lava pit in the Nether, which is why I was like, I think we're going to need a death counter. Let's going to try our best. Also, does water breathing work? You know what? I actually am curious about that one. I imagine it would, because I don't think, even though water breathing is called water breathing, I imagine the actual effect is like anti-choke potion. Whoa! Okay, it's just a blaze. I imagine the actual effect is anti-choke. So, also, yeah, we made a mistake somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know how. But we did it. So this is 1, 2, 3. Is this lined up perfectly? This is lined up perfectly. So then we went in, okay, 2, 1, 1, and then, yeah, this is, something's gone incorrect here. I'm gonna have to find out what it is. And we're gonna have to correct it. So this was 2, 1, 1, and then 2's over here. Yep. And then it goes inwards. No, I made some horrific mistake that I cannot see. I think I did 1 extra block. Yeah, there's like a 1, and then there's a 1, and then there's... Maybe this is meant to be extra? Chat, can you help me work out what we've done wrong with the... So this is 2, then up, then up, then up. We're good. This is 2, then up, then up, then up, and then we're good. And then this is 2, and then up, and then up, and then up, and then we're not good. we made what? We made a 1 block mistake that is going to haunt me forever now. So I guess we'll just pretend it's okay. Yeah, if this lines
My
up with
first
this,
stream
then...
and first toy cat hacks. It always
Hey,
makes me feel better after a long day to watch your videos. Thanks for everything you do.
thank you so much, Soft5 Ports, for the £10 super chat. I'm glad that I'm glad the videos can help, even the stupid ones where we're a little unsure about what we're doing. Oh wait, we're gonna lose glass if we do that. I'm glad even the videos like this are helpful in their own way. I definitely think, again, I used to think, like, you know what, the point of entertainment is like a thing like that. It's only there as like a thing to engage you more. But the number of different things that like YouTube can do and has done for me and that my videos do for other people blows me away because it sounds so unbelievable on some level to me. So, okay, then we remove these blocks. Okay, we're just gonna work with it there. Oh, and then we remove this one. And then that should be perfect. 2, 1. And now I remove all of the centers, all the center blocks. We don't need to remove them yet, but we can. Yeah, let's remove them. We want this to be empty. Oh god, what? Okay, right. Fire resistance is needed. Thank you very much, Taranada Pro. Thank you, Kill Me, for spending your money on e-boys, even though your mother told you not to. And Brigitte V, here is your first Toy Cat tax. Welcome to the Toy Cat Taxpayer Society. Now that you pay Toy Cat tax, you're entitled to use Toy Cat roads and other sorts of wonders. Anyway, so now we've got this sorted. We're gonna make a little area. Let's just say to the north here to be simple. Really, I should have brought some snow with me to like start on what I wanted to make here. But yeah, we're gonna place down a shulker box. We're gonna make a glass platform for this just to be on the safe side, actually. So we'll place it like in the center. Yeah, that seems logical to me. Like, let's just work our way into the center of this thing. Let's make a big old pillar up here too, because that's a big challenge. Okay, so I still can't reach the bottom yet. At 25, can I? At 24, can I? Okay, I'm just gonna swim to the surface. I made a mistake. Welcome, Vera. Thank you so much, Lil Bear, for becoming a member, supporting the channel, and getting those emotes. If you don't know, you now have access to emotes that you can use in chat. Your name is green, and also the coolest thing of all, you get the warm, fuzzy feeling that you support the Toy Cat streams. A very weird venture, but a fun one, regardless. Your potion is about to run out. Thank you. I think you're a little behind on that one, but the sentiment is appreciated. Man, look how slow it is to like make a tunnel up like this. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get only more painful, not less painful. But yeah, we're gonna have like just in the center here, like just to keep things simple, a nice little glass area. And in the glass area, we're gonna place our shulker box, which we need to of course fill with things, and then we'll have a crafting table out in front of that. Or maybe we should put the crafting table over here, because it's gonna get lit on fire like 100 times. Like, that is just a fact of the universe. And now we can use this to craft buckets. Let's just make a bunch of them. Let's just say 8, just to be simple for now. Hey, welcome, Oh Man the Human, to the membership club. Also, here's your Toy taxes, Emily Fellows. Thank you so much, Emily Fellows. It always, even on like a random Tuesday, it astounds me how many people enjoy the things that we do here. So thank you very much for adding to that with your thing there yourself, Emily Fellows. Very much appreciated. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take lava buckets, put them in a shulker box. We need a lot more than one shulker box. I don't know why I just brought one. It's just to get the concept going, I guess. And then we're going to start draining out the lava, just like this. And then once we've drained out this first layer, because something will happen very quickly, as you're no doubt going to notice, is we're going to very quickly drain out this first layer, and then we can start working downwards from there. Or at least, actually now we've separated it, it should work, yeah, even faster. So, Kat, what did you think of HBO? Also, I got a bird prey poster. Wouldn't it be funny if to put it above my bed? Where do you think I should put it? Why would that be funny out of interest? Is this like a, you know, here's a thing I want to do? I'm gonna say it's funny just in case you mock me for it, but you know, it's me being funny. So if you don't like it, then don't worry about that. I think if you want a birds of prey poster above your bed, you should totally do it. I think if you think it's a dumb idea, maybe you should still do it. But yeah, if you want to do it. And you think, you know, if you like a thing, the cool thing about media is like people can mock you for it, but the reality is like no one can really tell you your opinion is right or wrong. No one can tell you what you can and cannot do, and no one can tell you what you can and cannot like, which is the beautiful thing about the universe, in my opinion. So yeah, lava, unlike water, it actually like when you remove it, it goes away forever. Oh no! Well, there goes free iron. Didn't want it anyway, honestly. Didn't want it anyway. So now we take out these 2 water buckets as well. We instantly remove them just like this. And we use them to pick up some of the rogue bits of lava. Which hopefully, again, you can see now this has properly gone away. And now that's gone away. It makes it a little bit easier for us to actually place the glass that we want to below here. And then that makes the whole thing even easier than before. So let's be extra careful here. Man, it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge. It does have to be said. I have to like target where I think the block's going to be in a second when I'm below the lava. And then kind of work from there. Did I get it? I got it, yeah. It's a challenge, but it's worth working through. Funny, like girls putting in the 2000s putting Justin Timberlake posters about their bed funny? Is that an American thing? Oh, is it like a meme thing? Like, oh yeah, there's this thing that everyone kind of likes, but not in a real way, in a funny way, and so we put posters of it above our bed. Oh, actually, you know, if that's the thing, can the council of people who decide what is funny, can we be like, let's make fun of Toy Cat by buying things from him and then putting it above our bed, like, or ironically. Like, we're all gonna kind of like it. We're gonna watch the videos, but like, ironically, we're gonna put posters above our beds. Please make it happen, internet. Empty the buckets in a block that already has lava. Oh yeah, I know you can do that if you want to. It just feels kind of wasteful, honestly, right? Like, it's a good way to like move lava and then do that. But like, if you know, given that lava is something that is kind of valuable, I have an alternative solution to this one. Although for now, maybe it could just help me with what I'm trying to do with regards to moving this. Also, thank you, Soft White Paws, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the club. It is very appreciated. Also, not just any member, but the support cat member, which as we all know is the... And look, they've got a cute cat picture. What more do you need in the world? What more do you need in the world? Okay, so, yeah, we need to... It's really weird trying to work this one, because we've got to make sure we don't make too many embarrassing mistakes. I think the best thing to do is honestly to work on the glass now, because we've got the fire resistance for another minute. So let's just try and get some time spent on this. We need to somehow see down here. Okay, so... Okay, I can see that glass on my right, which is going to guide me to how to place it in front of me. Okay, there we go. We did it. I'm gonna drown on the way up. I might genuinely die here, by the way. Oh no, 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 no. Oh god, oh Jesus. Okay, okay. This is, how am I not on the surface? How am I not on the surface? Ah! Okay. So that is why I brought Total from dying to the end. And this is how you live and you learn. See, this is why you need to play Minecraft, like, to, you know, like, without any real plan, so you can learn the issues that actually are frustrating, and you can work with it. It is, whew, I don't wanna do that again. That was too much. That was too much, internet. That is not something I can do. I can't take this. I can't either. It's stressful. It's a lot of unnecessary stress, I feel like. But yet here I am doing it regardless. So now we should be able to go up to the surface. No, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I've got the solution to this. Don't worry. If this does try to kill me, I will stop it. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we take my shulker box, which is perfectly filled with the... No! Okay. Yeah, I should make this platform a bit larger. Holy, that was too close. Yeah. Drain the layer entirely first, please, says Manicure. Yeah, I think I should just drain all of it and then deal with this. That might be a smarter solution to my current issue. Okay, so let's fly out here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh god, I don't have the electron. So glad I did that over land and not over lava. You know, that'd be funny. That'd be the second time. Also, took out tax. Please don't die. Thank you very much, David Solomano. Good to see you again. Your tax will go straight in the Toy Cat defense budget, which keeps me very much alive, I assure you. It's definitely not used to assault other streamers. I definitely just defend myself with your thing. The first of probably many deaths, says Lil Bear. No deaths happening here, I think you'll find, friends. Also, seeing jump in the lava is scary. Yeah, also, you've been watching Platinum. Oh, that's awesome. I've been, like, on a bit of a, like, a weird thing between videos right now, where, like, I'm pouring a lot of time into what doesn't turn into as many videos, because there's a lot of, like, stream projects that come out for the result of it. But I'm glad it's resulting in something that is enjoyable. Because, again, it's weird, like, to do more into something and get less of the results you're used to, because I was doing a lot more. Also, this is weird. Don't back up your world, says the resurrection. I feel like if I die in lava, that's on me, you know? Like, if I lose this many elytra to lava, that is my fault. I shouldn't be messing around that way, you know? Shouldn't be messing around that way. Please don't back up your world. This is the scariest video I've ever watched. Again, my ability to take risks when I really shouldn't be is something you've got to, you know, you got to give something to me for. You know, it might not be smart in any of the traditional ways, but have we considered non-traditional ways? You know, I'm just saying. Gotta take your wins where you can get them. So what we're gonna be doing with the lava, just to have it in like a safe place. You know that lava lantern we were talking about earlier? Guess what? We're gonna fill it using the lava buckets we got right here. It's weird seeing a shulker box filled with lava bucket like ×1. I don't know if that's a Bedrock thing or a Minecraft thing, but like, it could just say lava bucket rather than lava bucket ×1, but maybe that's me being picky. So we'll place this down here. We'll pick up all the lava buckets we can. Oh, it's really tricky to actually place this in there without... Yeah, let's just dedicate the right 3 slots to this, I guess. And let's go in there, and one by one, let's do this. Is there any easy way in here, actually? Okay, I guess we're breaking a block. We're just gonna meander our way in. Place some lava over it. All them lava over it. It actually doesn't look any different if you just, like, do lava lazily versus doing it the proper way. But I want to do it the proper way anyway. And no one's going to stop me, internet. No one's going to stop me. Thank you so much, Martin Monkhart, for the Hungarian 400 forints. That is not common. Oh, not common. You see that right here. Also, you missed my last donut. I'm trying to be beggy, but was just curious to your answer. Also, not to get too deep, but do YouTubers have backup time if YouTube dies or something? Most YouTubers are young, so do you intend to use YouTube forever or what? I've heard a lot of delusional YouTubers are like, yeah, this is my life plan. I will be on YouTube until I die. And it's funny because the YouTubers who say that are the ones who often have the least, who are around the least amount of time, I would say. Like, they want to do YouTube until they die. And it signals a short-sightedness that often leads to their channels dying much sooner. Whereas the YouTubers who know that their mortality is imminent are the ones who better prepare for the possibility. Which is weird, but I mean, it's probably true for real life, right? Like, if you imagine getting into car accidents all the time, you're probably much better at avoiding car accidents than someone who thinks, you know what? Car accidents, that's what happens to nerds. Cool kids like me don't get in car wrecks. You know, that's my theory at least. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I'm just, but I do think that YouTube has definitely got a certain amount of time in it left. And it's kind of, the way I see it is it's like being a professional sports player. You've got a certain number of years to make a certain amount of money to cover as much of your life as you can. Some sports players become, you know, like commentators and this and that, but it's not a guaranteed pathway. Whereas if you work in an assembly line, you put toothpastes on a thing, you're guaranteed to work there until the factory closes, you know? It's not a job that has scarcity to it. If you come to New Zealand again, come to Wellington, big fan. I have always thought the Wellington is both a funny boot and a tasty pie. So, you know, I'd love to come to Wellington. Sandlock, thank you. Been paid for 2 hours. This is my break, says Passion Sart. Passion Sart? Passion's Heart, maybe. Oh, God! Okay, there's a gap in that. It's always scary when you realize you're jumping through nothing. Do I have to, like... Yeah, I have to place that block back in the middle of... Like, it's going to be a whole problem. I like how Toycat does everything in the least optimized way possible. I don't see what's least optimized about this. I don't know what you're talking about, internet. I think you're being rude and you're bullying my genius style right here. But no, yeah, I honestly do just want a lot of lava. So we're doing it. We're gonna make sure the base has like a lot to it. So if we ever do need to like drain this, which I guess we won't ever need to drain it. If we're being realistic with ourselves, that's not gonna happen. So I guess what we'll do instead is we'll just like place a few blocks around here, like, hey, lava there, as well as lava here, here, here. I guess we'll just like pour from the top and then we'll finish the rest as we need to. But there is something to be said. Oh, Jesus. Very scary times. So I think we need to place like 3 blocks back now. Okay, we got a glass block here we need to replace. Nice and easy. We got 3 glass blocks here we gotta replace. But you know what, that's fine. So 1, 2, and then probably 1 here as well. And then we'll make like we'll just like go in from the bottom of the top or something. Like we'll just pour lava from here, and then we'll make it work. That's the plan from here on out. So now we got all the buckets in the world, and now we can never the Nether. We can redrain the Nether. How wonderful. Except first, we're gonna go to sleep. What are you gonna do about the top half, says Andrew M. If you don't know, so I was gonna call it, I called this an hourglass when I first made it, but it looks so much more like a potion bottle now that I've decided I want to fill the potion bottle with lava. It's a lava potion. You know, there's no such thing as mistakes. It's just an accident, but like also not perfect. Also, the robot uprising has begun. Very, very beautiful, everyone. Oh wow, actually, they are actually people who are doing some stuff. Okay, well we need to get some mods in here and ban them. Very easy. So even the bots want timed out. Oh no, they are real people who are real fans of the channel. I thought it was like a weird way of advertising stuff. They're copying our messages, they're learning. Also, I have a joke for you, IBX Toy Cat. Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary? It runs through your genes. That is a interesting joke. Get another Tom from dying, says Rob. Oh yeah, that was actually my plan. I was just thinking like, you know what? I could not get a top from dying. Or I could do the safe thing, and I could just get one. But yeah, thank you for the high quality joke, internet. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I'm where are the mods at? I need to quick, you know what? This is something I need to quickly just get going on. Like, hey, I got a whole chat for this. Where are the mods at? Oh god, I can't find it. I have a bunch of people like all together. Let me find. Okay, internet. I wanna get some mods in here, but I can't find where they all are to message them. You know, this is the worst content of live streaming. Just a guy being like, I'm doing something you can't see because I'm trying to fix things elsewhere. You know what? Okay, I give up. It sucks. There's no mods here, and like the time we need it most. But you know, that's an interesting thing about the internet. You gotta have contingencies in place for when this happens. So we're gonna smelt up some iron. We're gonna make some buckets with it. It's gonna be delightful. Yeah, I've gotta get some. I've gotta pick someone for mod real spot. Usually there's like mods all the time. It's like dealing with this sort of stuff. Just like don't pay attention, internet. Like this is the thing. Like everyone thinks like, you know what? There's a bad thing. I'm gonna draw as much attention to it as possible. It's human nature, and it makes sense when you're talking about like a snake in the wild. But when you're talking about the internet, where people live on attention or whatever, it's like the worst thing humanly possible. So yeah, if you're a regular chatter in the internet, just let me know, and then I'll give you a mod, and you can just ban people. Because I can't do it while things are going so fast. Okay, so I'm just trying to find people who I recognize who have been here like every stream. Just like, there we go. Shanta Exley. That's a name I recognize. You can be mod. Alcazar, there we go. So just for the stream, just like remove the I won't be a temp mod for you now if you don't want. Now that's the sort of mod application I like, the resurrection. I've added 3 mods, so just remove bots. Don't remove anything else that probably shouldn't be. Good evening,
Toy Cat.
Welcome. Hello. That was too strong a welcome. Let me walk that one back. Hello. How's it going? I'm going good. How about you? No, yeah, it's the, there's this really interesting, phenomenon. Because, again, if you saw a tiger, you should yell and be like, there is a tiger, everyone. Guys, do you see the tiger? Run away from the tiger. It makes sense in real life. But one of the most faulty human logics of the internet, like, because the internet is kind of built in absence of human logic because of a lot of the systems on it were too. Like a lot of systems can take advantage of that, and everyone thinks like the best way to deal with a situation is just draw attention to it, and it's like, but no, when someone wants attention, the solution to them getting attention in dangerous ways isn't give them the attention they want, you know? It's like, oh, I've got this problem toy cat. There's a man who is threatening me, and he says he wants money from me. I gave him the money, and now he wants more money. Because, you know, here's a fun fact. Most people who get blackmailed, or like, it's like some decent percent, as soon as they pay up, you are now known as like a customer of the blackmail. So you'll be blackmailed again because it's like, hey, this is a guy who pays when you threaten him. You know, like this is someone who will pay for the service of not having their life destroyed. And how about we sell that to them repeatedly? So, yeah, just like, really weird thing. It looks like they just duplicate comments. It's a really weird thing. The bots are real people. Yeah, I think it is, but it's still like you shouldn't be doing, like, whatever the logic is. I don't want it. Like, I hate anything that draws attention to something dumb is undesirable, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if the dumb thing is, like, technically legit, or like, oh, what about the freedom of speech for people to pretend and have, like, hot sex in their name? And it's like, no, not okay, man. Not okay. Yeah, it's super fascinating. Because I've seen this happen so many times, literally all the time, actually. Like, it's you know, like, people on the internet, there are whole channels that thrive off this concept of, like, I can do something awful. I can beat up my cat. I can spit on my, you know, my girlfriend, you know, and then be like, it was a hoax. And then it's funny, because loads of people know my name now. 80% of them hate them. 99% of them hate me. But still, you can make money off people who hate you just as well as you can make money off people who like you. There are whole industries based on this concept, right? Think about, like, I don't know, entertainment. Have you noticed how the villains in movies get paid the same amount as the good guys, right? And in a movie, you know that, like, I don't know, King Joffrey. Actually, King Joffrey's a bad example. He's so hateful. Like, I hate the actor, even though I know he's probably a fairly nice guy. But, like, you know, everyone knows that in a movie, the villain is just an actor. And on some level, when they hate them, they're like, okay, that's fine. It's not real. They're still getting paid the same, if not better, than the good actors, right? Like, and on the internet, because it's so easy to draw, like, I was trying to work out why this spreads so often. Because literally today, I saw like 100,000 like posts that was like, you know, this girl in this tweet, she looks really, you know, like, so I think something's wrong with her. Can someone check up on her, etc., etc. Like, because it was a guy being like a pretend abusive for a TikTok. Again, don't ask me how we got to the stage where I have to explain TikToks in the context of social, you know, signals and whatnot. But like, also thank you very much for the $6.66. Just got Toycat merch the other day. Love my hoodie. Being a mod would be cool, please. So the number one rule of mods is always like, I think the best rule should be, if you ask to be mod, you're not going to be one. I'm sorry that applies to you. But it's something I've done forever because I think any system of power is much better controlled by people who don't want it than by people who do. As weird as that sounds, as counterintuitive as that is, I really do think that if you want, you know, if you want something super, super badly, it's like, but what's the reason and why? I'm always skeptical, I guess, of like good, valid reasons to want to have responsibility. It's the same with like, you know what? Izzy, first Toycat tax. Thank you for all the content you make. It helps me. Thank you so much, Izzy. Your donation helps me feel better about the confusing things we do here. So it's really appreciated. We're talking TikTok now. I said TikTok once, damn it. But no, Yeah, the fact we just saw it right there, that this big phenomenon, this bit, like, again, these people were just saying comments. Everyone ignores the comments. It's gone. The fact that everyone is actively attacking them, people are then like, oh, what are people attacking? First click attacks, also partial repayment for using adblock. So first of all, SmeH, thank you very much for the £6.50 free, very appreciated. I totally understand when people are like, oh yeah, I like your stuff, but I use adblock. I think, like, as long as you're willing to admit that the things you like need to be paid for somehow, and I'm not saying me, because, you know, my channel, like, I'm just a dude. The things I buy for these streams are like pound cans of Maltese drinks, and oh, I got Girl Scout cookies, by the way. I'm gonna eat these at some point if you want. Also, we roasted cat for dinner, so cat tax. Hey, also I should have got more potions, really. But yeah, basically. Also, I wanted to bring snow. We can get snow still. We can get snow still. We can stop discussing bots and mods now. The situation ended, says Manerica. Yeah, exactly. Like, but I mean, I'm trying to talk about the abstract lesson you can learn from it. The fact that when everyone always thinks the best way to deal with a situation is to yell and point and bring attention to it, and to say that it's bad. But when people see someone attacking something, it draws more attention, and you might think, oh, but it's negative attention. Like, no one can turn that into a good thing. One, I mean, everyone knows the phrase, all publicity is good publicity. I don't know if I perfectly agree with it. I don't think it's like, oh yeah, that's like gospel. That's, you know, like, it doesn't matter if you say that, you know, Epstein's a pedophile, that's good publicity, because it's not, I mean, right? But also first to get tax. Ooh, my name was on the screen. See, this is someone who loves the name on screen feature. Going into our whole thing right there. But yeah, thank you very much for the $2 card games. And also H Cooper. First to get tax. Trans rights ? Trans rights full stop. Trans rights double ? I feel like the interesting thing about it is, like, I don't think anyone else is out there being like, there is a subsect of people who don't deserve rights, right? I feel like it's a, I don't think anyone who opposes it is thinking to themselves, like, you know what? I hate rights for certain groups of people. I think rights should only be for, like, good people. Or maybe they are, actually. You know, I'm never too sure. But yeah, no, let's take a group of people. Let's say the worst people in the world to you. Let's say these are the people who say trans lefts, you know? They're not in favor of trans rights. They're in favor of trans lefts. I'm hilarious, I know, thank you. So, like, if you take a group of people who believe something that is the opposite of you, a lot of people believe that the easiest way to fix that, or maybe they don't even believe it, maybe they're just, like, not thinking. But what a lot of people's, like, instinct is to do, like, is like, oh, you believe wrong things. Let me tell you about your wrongness. But I've always found it interesting that that's, like, such a ineffective. It's been proven time and time again, but, like, it's a amusingly, like, ineffective. It's like a radicalization thing. I forget the exact name of the effect, but when you attack someone's beliefs, even if they realize they're wrong, or, like, you know, on some subconscious level, they kind of defend them. Like, again, no one wants to be attacked on any level, right? But it's an interesting thing that happens. Also, why be obnoxious and free when you can just pay for your clout? Give me recognition now, says Elizabeth Shook. I'm gonna recognize you as... Also, the shulker boxes don't let you pick block them. How very sad. But I'm gonna recognize you as someone who... I don't know if you're actually a moderator or not, but I feel like I might have given it to you. But yeah, thank you for people who've... thank you to the new mods, Alcazol, long-term stream viewer, as well as the Resurrection, and someone else I picked on the spot, and I said their name, and I'll recall it as soon as I see it. But for now, I'm embarrassed that I don't know it. Also, thank you very much, Bricks for Kicks, for becoming a member on the channel. Welcome to the club. The Cool Cat Club, if you will. Name pending. I hope you enjoy your time here. So yeah, my plan is to make a bunch of chests. Because here's a fun fact. You can place snow in the Nether. It's a bit weird that you can. Wait, have we made a mistake here? Oh, no, we haven't. Yeah, it's kind of weird to me that you can place snow in the Nether, but whatever. You can. That's the key fact we just need to keep in our minds. And we can be using a lot more of this later, but for now, just, like, this is what we're doing, right? And, yeah, up here, I want to place some, let's just say barrels for now. And we're going to fill these with excess lava. if these don't light on fire. I don't know what the distance between like a barrel and... Because if we place a barrel like here, it's just going to light on fire, which will be fun actually. Maybe we should let that happen. Hey, says Chantilly. Hey. Also, I'm not a mod of my fast bullet though. How was your day? Oh, my day has been absolutely wonderful. I guess actually probably the opposite of wonderful. But you know what? Somewhere in the spectrum of wonderfulness. No, I woke up at like 7. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was just like, I'm not tired. So rather than just like, I hate doing the thing where you just lay there like, oh yeah, I will be tired eventually. Like, it's a good system if you have like a fixed thing the next morning. But like, obviously I make videos ostensibly for myself. So if the next morning all the thing I'm going to be doing is making videos, or for instance last night I was working on this project a little bit of it. I was like, why don't I just do that now? Like, rather than laying here like all frustrated, what if I just wake up and start doing the things? So I did that a little bit and like that was fun. I feel like late night work can be some of the most fun, or like late night Minecraft in this case, because I was just playing Minecraft. I like to call it work when I play Minecraft sometimes, as ridiculous as a phrase as that is. But yeah, it's been a good day. It's pancake day, so I've eaten pancakes my first 2 meals today. It was pretty seemed like a good idea at the time, but I've just been kind of, my stomach's been way too full of just sugar, because in the UK we put lemon and sugar on pancakes. If you've never tried it, by the way, even if you're a American, and I know you are a Lysmith, but anyone else out there, even if you are from one of the rebel colonies, you too should try lemon and sugar on pancakes. It will change your life, let me tell you. Why don't you put your stuff in a barrel and then have your inventory full of just buckets? Yeah, you know, I did that earlier before the stream. I don't know how I didn't equate it to just now as well. Let's throw the 2 Netherrack in the lava, because it's 2 Netherrack. And let's just put all of this stuff up there, just to allow some more freedom for inventory. Yeah, it definitely will allow a lot of stuff to go faster. I don't know why I haven't done that as before. You're right. What a weird idea. What's Pancake Day? In the UK, it's officially called Shrove Tuesday, I want to say is the name of it. So basically, every single Tuesday, not every single Tuesday, one Tuesday a year, we have a day, like, I think it's 6 weeks before Easter. The idea is you're meant to fast, like, you know, Sonic, but like food Sonic, you know, wise. You're meant to not eat during the day, and so the idea is like get rid of all your butter, get rid of all the main reserves people had at some point. I don't know what that point was, but get rid of all those reserves by making pancakes, because pancakes use like butter, milk. I don't know what pancakes are made of. Don't ask me. I'm not a pancake expert. Okay, but yeah, the logic was pretty easy of just like, oh yeah, what if we use up all of that stuff now, and then we won't need to eat it in the next, and then for the next 6 weeks when we can't eat, we won't have that going to waste. So I don't know if that's like a real story. That's what my grandmother told me, and she's like religious. So you know how religious stories are always like, hey, we take this historical thing, and then we make it about something that you know, conveniently fits in the words that were written in our book that we happen to write. But yeah, that's the pancake. It's Throwback Tuesday. It's a big thing where like, because Easter's like a big like, oh yeah, Jesus came back to life. Ooh, am I right about that? I want to say it's Jesus came back to life. Lent starts tomorrow in the other worlds. It's Ash Wednesday Eve. You guys fast for 1 day less than us. You greedy monsters. You greedy monsters. Pancake Day can't be a Wednesday. That is, oh man. That is a sin. That is. Having Pancake Day on a Wednesday. I think I should kill the Blaze. If you're curious about how, because he's all the way over there and I'm all the way over here. Let me introduce you to a fun fact. Also, hey Toy Cat, your crazy projects inspire me to play Minecraft. My Minecraft mod more. Hope you're doing well, man. I am Heisenberg GB. I'm glad you are doing well as well. Doing well as well. How'd I miss that? Genius opportunity right there. So we got 12 snowballs back. Use the 12 snowballs. And just make the gas not be a problem anymore. There we go. Nice and easy. Also, Toy Cat Taxes, Daniel Holmes. Hey, thank you so much. Also, wait, 3 Toy Cat Taxes in a row. Naam, Daniel Holmes, and Heisenberg. Welcome to the Toy Cat Tax Club. It is an exclusive club of Toy Cat taxpayers who all get the pride and accomplishment that comes with a thing on the stream. But yeah, let's we've made a lot of lava very, very quickly, by the way. Like 3 shulker boxes fill. So now we're gonna do the thing that we probably should have just done from the start. If we just repeatedly... Oh, so that's because I'm... Okay, so if I place lava on lava, supposedly... Wait. I don't know how effectively this is actually going to work, but I keep moving it around. It should... Again, keyword here is should. But if because you can place lava on lava, you can repeatedly just, like, move it around on the bits you see down there. Again, I don't know how if this is actually working, or if it's, like, going to have to be more manual. But if this is, then boy, let me tell you some wonder. So yeah, let's do this normally then, shall we? We take 4 lava buckets, and then we pour them out over here, where we don't mind there being lava. And then we get 4 more buckets. It's interesting, you can see the bucket being used, but no lava coming out sometimes. And then we pour them out over here. And this is gonna be our plan to like get a lot more done a lot faster, because I want to get the glass done just for the effect. Like I want to see that. Also, I want to try it. Should I use lemon juice or lemon? Oh, I use lemon juice. Like lemon juice and sugar, they combine to make this like delightful. I genuinely don't know what you'd even call it like, but it makes something that is delightful. I will assure you of that much. And yeah, lemon and sugar on a pancake. It's just like it's a whole new world. You're like, oh, yeah, this is how pancakes are meant to be. It's worth mentioning what we call pancakes in the UK, because obviously American pancakes are a whole different concept. Apparently they're most similar to the pancakes you use for crepes in creepies, if you will, in the United States. So just be warned of that little fun cultural difference. I honestly think if you had enough buckets,
will socialism prevail in America? #election 2020.
The interesting thing, right? I'm gonna say this to you because again, I appreciate people who are like, you know what, I have a thought. Here's my money to hear about my niche thought that you normally wouldn't talk about because you know politics, not a fun thing. But also this is my first Toy Cat tax. I just want to know what your favorite pizza is. Hopefully, not pineapple on pizza. If you like pineapple on pizza, you can get out of my stream. Go. You're not needed anywhere. Your romantic partners are lying. They're using you for the money. It's not for your pineapple love. Also, lemon sugar and pancakes is the best. Exactly, internet. Exactly. But yeah, the interesting thing about you know, let's say like full socialism, right? Because like even right now, the craziest option on the table is like democratic socialism in America. But even then, it's like realistically speaking, I don't know if this is like a fair thing, but like because the American government works very interestingly, there's only really 2 of the 3 like offices up for grabs, right? Like the Senate isn't gonna go. It's just widely accepted it can't switch hands. And I find that to be like a fascinating thing of like, oh yeah, even if we, you know, somehow went like, you know, twice as well as we did last time, guess what? Doesn't matter because there's this whole different system up for grabs. So just, I don't know, that's like I guess that's a reminder for anyone out there, like if you're scared, because a lot of people, the things that some people call revolutions, some people are scared by it. The things that some people call stability, some people are horrified by it. You know, that's how political ideas work, right? There's no absolute truths in politics. It's just different ideas for how nations should be run. But also, my girlfriend told me to kiss her where it smells, so I took her to San Francisco. Okay, so first of all, you know what? Love that one. Beautiful. San Francisco is the homeless poop capital of the world. And if you don't find that fact beautiful, I don't find you beautiful. Second of all, has to be mentioned, very briefly if nothing else. Also, I think having these little blocks here might be clever for now. No, it's not going to help me. But yeah, right, I feel like I love your joke, Matacaster. And Thomas Shilton says, this is my first Toy Cat hacks. I want to know what your favorite pizza is. So my favorite pizza, Mr. Thomas Shilton. Also, you've been around a really long time, apparently. My favorite pizza is probably, like, if I have to pick one, it depends on the place. But the one with the most meats is usually the best. Like, to me, meat and pizza are so synonymous together. Every time I get a vegetable pizza thinking, like, maybe I'm an adult now and it's got less sad, it's so tragic. It's so tragic. My mum just makes lemon syrup. We enjoy our pancakes with jam because German. Really, a Elisabuff. Elisabuff? Wait, I don't know how you'd say it in German. You know, I'm just gonna say Elisabuff, but with a silly German accent. I don't know if I can even pull that off. But you know what? Imagine I did that and made fun of you. Name spelt in a funny way. Thank you for the temporary promotion. Just be different. I'm gonna make some French toast. This is sacrilege to Pancake Day. This is sacrilege to Pancake Day. I went to San Francisco recently, got a $110 parking ticket. Oh yeah, so something I know just from, like, I do a lot of, like, I find tourism to be an interesting thing. I read about, like, how other people experience it in a city all the time. Like, don't ask why, that's the thing I find interesting. So even though I never drive, I know places that are, like, especially bad and good to drive. And everyone hates San Francisco for it. But the simple explanation is, like, there's very little parking there, so they have really strict rules on how to use it. You don't just, like, leave your car somewhere. It's not like, you know, like, it's interesting the different dynamics at play there versus elsewhere. Also, I need to try lemon and sugar pancakes now. No, you don't need to try lemon and sugar pancakes now. You are going to have to. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Also, you have a really bad habit of reading your donations all the way through. Also, yeah, you got a good point. I missed like 2 of them. Also, okay, so Thomas Shilton says your videos are awesome. Thank you. The Resurrection says hashtag Toycat hacks, and I missed that as well. So, another embarrassing one. Brian Kick says, I am once again asking for your financial support. I'm just saying, that meme was made to be used for like, YouTube streamers, right? Or, I guess, internet streamers to be, you know, to be inclusive to those fellas over on Twitch who don't know any better. But, yeah, I really feel like the crowdfunding, the finance model for, like, YouTube streams and stuff, it's fascinating to see how many places in life that's mirrored by. Again, I think it's a good one. It's like it's one that's probably unstable if you're, like, new and want to start a career. But it's one that's really great because as a viewer you can say, actually, nah, don't think it's worth my time. Or you can say, actually, yeah, I like this, and, you know, like, I think voluntary contributions feel so much better than, like, I have to pay something to get the thing that I want. Personally, at least. And because it's the internet, I can just, like, I'm not losing money for every free viewer. It's just like, yeah, if you don't like it, you don't give a super chat, and that's 90-something% of viewers. It's okay. Have you ever had American pancakes? Oh, I love American pancakes. It's just that I love American pancakes, but you can't fold them up. You have to, like, use a knife and fork, I find. But American pancakes go better with, like, bacon and, like, sausage and, like, other, you know, like, other breakfast foods. Whereas I feel like British pancakes are much more of a desserty food. I remember the first time I had pancakes. You want to hear the story? I went to Boston, like 3 years ago. I went to Boston like 2017, I want to say. Maybe 2016. Because Norwegian had just started. They were doing low-cost transatlantic flights. And I was like, oh, how much is it? Wow, it's $99 to go to Boston. I'd love to go to Boston. I'm willing to give that one a whirl, sure. Also, I'm keeping Tesco single-handedly with all the bao buns I buy, and it's all your fault, says Christopher Bradford. Wait, Tesco sells bao buns? Oh, the Itsu ones, I assume, right? The ones that you can buy and, like, microwave. Did I eat them on a stream before? I feel like I didn't make a third channel video, so I'm assuming it must have been a stream. French Toast Day is the 28th of November. Is that Thanksgiving? I don't know American holidays well enough to refute. But thank you very much, Rain Kittens. Or Ryan Kittens? It's very appreciated. Why aren't you using all the buckets? Why aren't you using all buckets? This is painfully slow. Wow, and salt my feelings, why don't you? Yeah, I probably should be. So we're gonna put that. I kind of want all 4 of these items, but you know, the sacrifices I make. Okay, so now we can put most of these back up. And put that over there. Wonderful. Getting a strong feeling of deja vu right now. As long as I don't fall in the lava, everything will go wonderfully. Yeah, there's definitely a speed process to this. It's funny because a lot of people like look at the efficiency, they go, you know what, it's fine, like, you know, have fun playing Minecraft. Some people go, no, it is Minecraft. You will do it the way I would do it. You know, I know you might think this is the game where no one can tell you what you can and cannot do, but me, an internet stranger, believe me, I can tell you what you can and cannot do. Will you do an anarcho-capitalist experiment realm? The problem with anarcho-capitalism is it's like, it's hard to like be funny and enforce because I don't have like god powers for. And I can't enforce people, you know, be that way, you know? Maybe that'd be like some great point you could prove. Because again, I know there's a lot of libertarians on the internet that would enjoy that. But I don't think I could so easily. I'll just keep making easy digs at communism. Much more fun. Much more
My
fun.
earlier comment was a sly way of asking you to read my dono all the way through you. Muffin, I put a lot of effort into my witty quips and they will not go in vain, damn it.
Did you just call me a muffin? Please could you undo that one? That is very deeply offensive to me, Elizabeth. But yeah, no, I'll go back and I'll make sure, I'll check. Also, I like pineapple pizza, so for once the straight white girl is a minority. I'm just saying, one, high quality pizza intersectional, you know, theory crossover. Two, or maybe low quality if you want. Two, I want to say that pineapple pizza, there's no acceptable humorous reason. Like, oh yeah, I think fruit salad's a hilarious topping. And three, man, it is a lot of stuff. Also, wait, okay, so someone asked about... Also, wait, Brandy Russ says, back to working on the Desert Temple, but I'll be listening, stay out the lava, or don't, your choice. No, so the interesting thing about Mensa, right? Because someone asked on the other stream, like, why don't I join Mensa or something like that? And also, they asked about IQ and stuff. I feel like there's definitely a category of human being who values intelligence more highly than the human average. It's sad that that's a category of human being and not, you know, the generic, understood standard. Also, why doesn't wet sponge absorb lava? I agree, Fiona MCNA. Oh, Fiona MCNA, I remember your name. It's pretend that somehow it's real at the same time. Man, yeah, we are just... I can't even see where I'm scooping up the lava from at this point, you know? It's just like, it's going to all of a sudden go down a whole layer. And that's a wacky fact to me. Also, hello everyone, have a nice day. See, Kaon Jones, the hero we need, but not the hero we deserve. The hero we need. Oh, Jesus. Okay, how did that even get me? Just gonna chill out for a bit. Or maybe, you know, let's just drink some fire resistance. Or let's not. I'd feel really cautious, like, drinking my last one of these, because then, like, then what happens, you know? Then it's the madhouse, that's what. So, a group high IQ is called Mensa. No, so there's this organization. It's called Mensa, right? It's a group of people that are... I think you have to be in the top 3rd percentile, so the top... Basically, if you take 100 human beings, you have to be in the top 3 of those. Percentiles and percentage difference varies all the time. I always forget how it works, and then I have to like Google it, and I'm like, yep, that's how it is. That's why I shouldn't join Mensa, because I don't know the difference between percentage and percentile, by the way. But at least not instinctively. But yeah, so basically, there's a group of people called Mensa, and it's like, oh yeah, you join, and it's like, yeah, I am a very smart human being. But the problem is like, it's a group of, like, again, it exists because there is a human need for people, there is a human need for people who value intellect to speak to other people who value intellect as well. Like, it is really dumb, you know, if you, also wait, let's fix this real quick. Hey, okay, so that, hopefully now, wait, okay, we got another bit we need to, do I have just one bit of glass in me? Why is that? Where's the rest of my glass gone? Oh, it's in the chest. My bad. Haven't been on stream in a while. Sup, says Kyla. Hey, you can see it, Kyla. Things are going wonderfully, actually. I've been having a lot of fun Again, this project has just been like a random obsession I came up with last night that I've been stuck into. But yeah, it's gonna go wonderfully. It's gonna change the world. It's gonna innovate everything. And yeah, from here we can just kind of like follow it along, like, or maybe it's better to start down there. You can see we're targeting that block and now that one. Hey, there we go. It's such a weird thing that we're working on where the lava isn't. But yeah, it's good to see you, Kyla. I hope you're doing wonderfully. It has in fact been a while. Yeah, we actually just had a little like mod crisis earlier. It was a whole thing, but we've fixed it. The percentile is the percentage of people you're smarter than. Everyone in the 75 percentile is smarter than 75% of people. Is that really how it is? I don't think that is Elizabeth helping, but you know, thank you for anyway. I think there's a chance you're right and I'm being an idiot, but there's a chance I'm right and you're being an idiot. So I'm gonna pretend. But yeah, no, it's basically to be in Mensa, you have to be in the top 3% of the world. And a lot of people love the organization. A lot of people think the organization is like the go-to to define like, oh yeah, so who is smart and who is not. If you're in Mensa, you must be darn smart. But the truth is, it's not actually like, it's an organization full of people who want to meet other people of that breed. It's not the end-all be-all collection. It's kind of like, you know, every single fruit is a pineapple. Every single pineapple is a fruit. Not all pineapples are fruit. No, wait, not all fruit are pineapples, you know? Everyone in Mensa has to have a certain IQ score. Not everyone with a certain IQ score is in Mensa. And that might seem like a dumb observation, like, yeah, any group of people is going to be like that. But the reason it's interesting for Mensa is because it means the subsect of people you do get are the subsect people who, you know, some of them are just people who need to meet other people who are like, oh yeah, I would like to meet smart people who I can have a conversation about quarks and quantum mechanics with. But then there's also a subsect people who are more on the angle of like, actually no, what I want from Mensa is I want to be able to say to all my non-Mensa friends, like, was just at the smart people clubhouse the other day. You know, you wouldn't know. You know, the plebs like you, of course, don't keep updated on that. But like, so yeah, it's I feel like any organization, I'm like really cautious of joining any group of people. Even I'm cautious of assigning any label to myself even, because I think labels are just a way for the worst member using that label to bring down the entire group sometimes. At least that's how I personally. I'm like way too detached from them. And yeah, one of those that I really like to avoid is being smart person, mensory, etc. So Kat, you realize the Nether is nearly infinite, so draining it wouldn't work. Glassing it would be easier unless you're draining a certain area. Also, Toycat Tax Blood Trail. Thank you for the heads up, Michael Nicole. That is exactly what we're doing, actually. So, Mensa isn't free, though. You pay for the privilege. Okay, so yeah, okay. So thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. That kind of adds to the effect even more, right? It's people... It makes that subsect people who are curious go away, and instead it's people who are willing to prove themselves enough to pay whatever the membership fee is going to be. But that membership fee is worth it, right? Because you know, you get to meet the people here, they're there. But that, yeah, you can see the issue, I'm sure, already. You don't need to be a genius to spot the issue that you'd have with that. So yeah, I'm not interested in Mensa. Not just a member of Mensa. There's a few famous people that talk about being into it. But for the most part... Where did I place all the glass from earlier, by the way? I had it in my inventory and then I lost it. There we go. That's where it is. So we're going to drink the fire resistance potion. And we're going to hop in the lava some more. I'm going to be extra careful not to drown. Because, boy, that's a scary thing, am I right? And we're going to... Yeah, we're going to go underneath it, which is very scary and dangerous. Until we can see the bottom. When we get halfway on the bar, we're just going to start going up regardless, right? Okay, so now we go up a bunch of blocks. I'm trying to move. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And we're good. And now we go back down. We're going to try and like get in that weird glitchy in-between state where we can see what's below the lava. There we go. We can see it perfectly now. No, wait. We could see it a second ago. I don't know. Okay, so it's over here somewhere. Okay. Oh no, okay, we've made a minor mistake, but it's better to overplace blocks than underplace them, I guess. This is why we took off the elytra before, by the way. It's just... I don't know why it's so buggy with lava, but clearly needs to be fixed and addressed, am I right? So yeah, now we can do the exact same thing and just, like, follow that along, but for all of these sides. With the end plan being, one day, the dream goal of not having lava come in from all these sides. It's going to look pretty cool when this is done, I think. I really am hopeful about the future of this. Oh, there we go. Now we can actually see it from below there. Never took the mental test, but I did get a score of 130 on an IQ test. There's this really, something I really don't like is online there's a bunch of IQ tests that are... Because IQ isn't a very good measure of overall intelligence. IQ is a measure of how, like, parallel thinking you are, to be simple. I don't know what the word for it is, because, again, I'm clearly not mental material. But the problem is it's a group of people... It's a group of people... you know, like, sorry, it's a group of, like, characteristics that make you have a high IQ that aren't necessarily what people would call intelligence. Intelligence is a really broad collection of things, and IQ kind of dumbs that down to how well can you do on a given test. And given the problem that, like, the tests are non-standard, you can never do a perfect... Like, even if we assume that, okay, well, IQ isn't perfect intelligence measurement, but it's something akin to intelligence, it's better than not having a measurement. But then you've got the problem of, like, well, then, you know, every single IQ test is different. Every single IQ test is calibrated differently. 100 is the average IQ, but if you actually look at the average IQ scorings, it goes up and down a lot by country. Like, the UK has an average IQ of 101, America has an average of, like, 99, but countries like Hong Kong will have averages of, like, 114, and that's like, if 100 is the average intelligence, how does a country average so much higher?
Your insane projects.
Hey, thank you very much, Mischievous. Every time I read your name, I enjoy the pun a little bit. I should just be like, oh yeah, those are the words which you use to identify yourself with. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I think we found a good system now. Maybe it's because it's flowing lava. I'm not sure what the change is. Or maybe we just weren't close enough to it before. We just missed a beat there. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's make this happen. Oh, isn't this satisfying? Isn't this satisfying, internet? Why don't you try to place glass under the first layer of glass so the lava doesn't come in and you can do that same over and over again? Bear in mind, lava isn't like water. Lava doesn't flow and make new lava. Lava is a fixed number of sources, so it's not actually a big problem. Do you think Canadian politics is better than Americans as a chance for a party to have a minority? That's true in the UK too, by the way. I'm sure you know, but just in case you don't somehow. Canadian politics is obviously based off the Westminster system. It's used by a lot of countries around the world. I think it's a good system. Like, I love it in theory. Like, someone destroyed it for me once, though, because, like, the cool thing about the UK system of politics, the Westminster system, the parliamentary system, is it like, having minority parties is, potentially at least, is good because it encourages, you know, like, it's not the two-party system if you vote for these guys or you vote for the people who aren't those people. The standards I read are, to qualify for mention, you have to be 135, but for a genius, you need to be 150. See, and like, there's this funny thing of, like, it's actually perfectly embodied by that Rick and Morty meme. You know, the one, like, hey, ladies, stay away from me unless you have an IQ within 5 points of my own, preferably below. Because, like, you know, Rick and Morty is such a high IQ show, am I right? But, like, that meme kind of, it shows the attitude that a lot of people, especially, like, edgy teenagers online, if we're being entirely honest, like, right? But there's this problem with attitudes where, like, if you do consider... Okay, are we doing this now? We are. Once you start considering IQ as the main judgment, then you start to get a lot of... I think it would be cool. I think one of the actual real struggles that humanity is going to have is... Oh, man. Oh, no, not this again. 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 Okay, we're alive. Let's not do that for a bit. Oh, God, I'm stuck in the lava. I need to get out. Okay, we can just place a block. It's going to be okay. I'm gonna be fine. Okay, how many... We've got 2 minutes left. We're good. But yeah, my rough plan here is to make, like, a corner of this that's entirely separated. Just to... Because the lava flowing in here is kind of distorting how much lava you think there is versus how much there really is here. Which is obviously not good. Okay, let's go down below. And let's do this next one now. Just follow it down. It's really weird to just look at lava in front of your face like this, but such is the sacrifice we have committed ourselves to making. Oh, we got all the way to the bottom, but we're going to choke a little more. Not my favorite thing to do in the world. Oh, Jesus, I need to Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Not a big fan. Want to reiterate my my not fanness of this situation. Do the same over here. No. Oh, missed it somehow. Yeah, placing glass underneath lava. Apparently the game developers didn't intend this, because not as easy as you would expect. Oh, I missed up. Yeah, I was hoping on the way up I could do another one, but made a mistake there, clearly. I always probably enjoy IQ versus intelligence conversations. I know very book smart people with very little common sense. Yeah, that's a common thing, right? Like, ooh, there's book smart and there's street smart. There's I guess the truth is like humans deliberately are a complex tribe of people. But yeah, I think one of the big struggles, I kind of mentioned this in Let's Play Monday, but I think there is a lot of people like to say the biggest struggle in society is that between, and then they'll name a group of people. It might be the trans and the non-trans. It might be the insert race here and insert other race here. It might be, oh Jesus, we need to get out of here soon. Like everyone has like a grouping of people that they see as like the key fight in society. But when you're speaking long term, when you're speaking anything beyond like 10 years, the struggle that really I think defines things much better is the one between like people below a certain intelligence point. I don't know what those quota is going to be, but like there is a certain intelligence point which you could, like, again, I mentioned this in a video, like for a long time the thing we needed most from a human was the body. In wars, which we only really stopped having major mass scale conflicts like 80 years ago, in wars you need a person who can go and fight the other people. And even outside of wars, like you need a person who can mine a ditch, dig a ditch. You need a person who can do a thing with their body and make that happen. That was like, for the longest time, the thing we needed most from a human being. And nowadays it is changing quite significantly that all of the things that you can do to create the most, because like think about it this way. I think I said like, oh yeah, a person can only be like at max 100 times stronger than another person. Even like if you take two, just dudes, let's just say two adults. Even if you take the weakest adult, like just because of their physiology, like what they were born with, and the strongest adult, like the strongest man in the world probably can only lift like 10 times more than me, and I have tiny arms. Look how thin my arms are, by the way. Like I'm not a strong dude. I'm not even a dude who works out. I don't, like that's not my my thing. Also, I refuse to take IQ tests because I refuse to limit myself to a stupid number. I'd see a number and compare myself to everyone, inadvertently limiting my potential. Oh, that was a pretty high IQ comment, Elizabeth. But no, yeah, I definitely think it's like actually, wait, can I say I wanna just to take the opposite route of what you said there. I did take an IQ test, and as soon as I saw the number, I was like, this is dumb. Because like before I went into it, I was like, this only defines what I think is the maximum. I know I'm this or less, because IQ tests are bound to try to be complementary. Because if you get a result too low, you're just gonna take that one.
Stream and doing HW also first toy cat tax.
Hey, thank you for the toy cat tax, Mr. Caleb Doty. Caleb Doty. Thank you very much, Caleb Doty. It is very appreciated. Love me some toy cat tax in the form of a Barney bear. If you can't see on YouTube, they've got a very concerning profile picture right there. But yeah, thank you very much. It is appreciated. And also, okay, let's put the bottles in here. And let's take some potions from over here. There we go. New fire resistance potions sorted. And let's take these three, because we might need all three, honestly, at this rate. It's a very draining subject. Hey, draining. It's a very draining, this is draining my fire resistance potions. I nailed it first of all. I shouldn't have gone back for it. Also, hi, after a stressful day, it's nice to see new Toy Cat. Wait, and watching Hey Toy Cat. I got that mixed with something else. So what Toy Cat's saying is he is the ideal man. I am the ideal man. No, the difference between the amount of work, let's say work, but like the amount of productive addition to the, let's just say in a capitalist society, but like the amount you can bring for your tribe was, limited to like 5 to 1 or something, because You know, or like 10 to 1 or 20 to 1. Or even if you take like a child and you take the strongest man in the world, a child can lift 10 kilograms. Can the strongest man in the world lift 1,000? I generally don't know. I don't imagine so though, right? Zero Slow, what is the point of this you actual shoot? Is there any reason you do this for fun? Sorry, I have to be honest, but you can't complain I paid you. It's true, you can abuse me for money if that's your favorite thing. If that's your little kink, you know, feel free to do that. Why not drain the Nether? Why not the overworld? The Nether's more fun because it's got these like lake kind of things. It was 85, wasn't it? Is it 85 the ratio? But also Toycat taxpayer equals big IQ. Welcome to the Toycat taxpaying gang. Your registration forms will arrive everything. Oh, how'd you score on the IQ test? Oh, right, that's the joke. That's what the 85 joke is. Hey, I a dummy, am I right? No, so just in case you're all curious, it was 124 or something like that. But again, that to me tells me, one, I mean, okay, so, you know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't wanna be making excuses for anything, but I skipped a question because it was just like, it was taking a lot of my time, and I was like, why calculate this? It's a dumb IQ test. So I skipped like 1 out of like 30 questions. And also, 30 questions can't be enough to give any precise number. Like, I imagine if you're gonna try and get that down, you'd have to go like into the hundreds. Abuse me for money till I get 2020. You can quote me on that one. But it's like, again, it's like in school, even like school exams, even like exams that decide my future, I skipped questions because it's like, why wait? Like, this isn't fun. This is like so draining. Hey, this is so draining. Why am I doing this? And then I decide, you know, the reason I'm doing this is because actually, no, I'm not doing it. That's why. Okay, this is scary. This is very scary. Okay, let's go back up. This is basically what I'm doing because I collect that lava for furnaces. Not on this scale though. Yeah, I collect lava for furnaces too. That's why I kind of came up with this idea. Like, if I need lava anyway, why not at least use it for a good cause? And so, the idea was born. So let's pick up some more lava from the particularly vulnerable bits. Not Welsh, agree immensely on the dangers of labels. Even mental illnesses make me uncomfortable for a number of reasons. Please don't change opinion now that you're less unique. Now that you say you agree with me, I hate you. I hate my opinion. I'm gonna change. You've nailed me down right there. But no, I really think that that's my least favorite thing about let's call it mental illness Tumblr, right? So I don't know if this is still a thing on Tumblr anymore. Tumblr's a very wide site. But back in the day, it used to be a place where people would be like, oh yeah, we all are going to self-diagnose ourselves this thing, and then we're all going to collect the symptoms together, and we all have them. We're all collecting this thing, which was great for the people that did stuff with it. But a lot of people erroneously, because again, the symptoms for ADD, the symptoms for OCD, the symptoms for you know, bipolarity are so widely ranging that if you want, you know where to find it, friends. Like, it's really damaging to say don't get the mental health help you need, but it's more damaging to say, oh yeah, just take it from strangers on the internet. You know, they probably know you better than a doctor ever would. Like, it's the exact same logic anti-vaxxers use. Like, you know what? I could go to a doctor, but the doctor keeps not prescribing me. You know, the doctor keeps saying that actually it's just, you know, like normal. What does the doctor know? You know who knows me? You know, mental illness go free on Tumblr. Chat problems. So, yeah, it's a really problematic thing that, like, as soon as you assign a label, you assume everything in that label on yourself, which is, anyway, whatever. That's the whole thing. So anyway, what I think the future of society is, the real issue I think is going to be a serious problem that is going to be an issue, is the amount of, like, mental... Also, thank you, Just a Gamer, for the 99-cent super chat. And thank you, Caleb Doty. When's the next realm experiment? Probably this week. Probably this week. I've got a couple in mind. I just want to, like, turn them into something catchy and stupid, because that's what we do on this channel. So, yeah, basically, I think there is this real problem that... Okay, I can't see what I'm placing right here, but I hope it's correct. There's going to be this problem where people because the difference between what you can have and an idea is immense. One idea, think about this. You're gonna think this is stupid. Like, one idea has defined the modern world. We can disagree about what idea. Hey, the swimming in lava is stressing me out. Is it more stressful if we... Oh, we floated while we did that. Yeah, no, I'll be honest, it's not my favorite thing to do. Especially the slowness we're moving at. It's like, it's definitely not fun. I apologize, Cat. Also, Cat. Don't know how I haven't made fun of that name for just now. Like, more like, you're not... There's so many variations on it. It's like the thing that I am. You know what? I would make more fun of your name, but I'd hate to be horsing around with you like that. Do you like this, internet? Do you like this? This is the high quality preparation I put in for your Hey Toy Cat, on my break in Australia. Good luck with draining the Nether. I tried myself and about 2,000 buckets later I gave up. To clarify, my plan was to collect all the lava, but then like very shortly afterwards I realized that was a stupid idea. And I kind of moved on. Also, and then I realized, like, you know, let's just like drain it back into other parts of it and make a hole in the Nether. Because this is the exciting bit of it. I'm glad I didn't commit to a much bigger project, because it's definitely... It's more effort than I would have otherwise assumed. And that is a useful lesson to learn from. Okay, I can't see what we're placing here, but I hope it's good. Also, oh no, it was bad. It was bad. So let's place some blocks over here now. Hey Toy Cat, how's it going? It's going pretty good, actually. Horsing around, really. Glad my puns are appreciated by the internet, as they should be. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Can't even see what we're doing right here. So, now to wear that master spoon suit. That is genius. Jessica Forsyth says, I have a friend who was super upset when I scored higher than her on an IQ test, solely because I'm blonde, so I can't do well on that. Also, this is my nth Toy Cat donation. If you're so smart, why don't you know how many times you've given to the Toy Cat cause? Score 1, Jessica's friend. Score 0, Jessica. Got you there. Or got her there, really. Got her there. No, wait. Yeah, got you there. She has got you there. And I am just helping her pin you to the ground. Which, I mean, that's next level bullying, but whatever. I'm going to take some... Okay, no, we're not going to take some damage. That's good. Hey, okay, we did it. Okay, so now the outside is, like, mostly done. There's a few, like, gaps remaining, but these gaps are actually kind of important, so we're going to get those done. Good luck making fun of my name. I'm sure I've heard it before. Also, I finally have to signal to catch this live. I've been hiking the desert all week, so I've missed you. What excuse do you have to be hiking in a desert all week? Like, I feel like unless something, you know, Operation Desert Storm that you can't talk about, I feel like there should be no reasons to be in a desert in 2020, you know? Like, even the countries that are made up mostly of desert, no one lives in the desert anymore. Although, I guess hiking in the desert. Man, I don't want to... When I think desert, I think, like, no water. And when I think no water, I think, man, life is... That sounds like the best bit of life. But, oh, go! No, I'm trapped below something! I'm trapped below something! What am I trapped below? Okay, glass. Makes sense. That should not have been a shock to me. I'm pretty sad and I've been for a rough time and I don't talk about what happened, but I'm not having a good time, says Everett. Yeah, no, I think that one is probably like... I think always talking about things is the best, like, long-term way out, but if you're, like, in the short term, don't want to talk about things, but when, you know, like, that's fine. But I think when you say on the internet publicly to everyone, like, there's a thing I don't want to talk about, you're basically saying there's a thing I want to talk about. And it's fine to just admit that, you know? Also, hey Toy Cat, I'm studying computer science and I find it relates a lot of Minecraft, especially since I study Java and Logic. Also enjoy the Toy Cat tax. You better believe I will enjoy the heck out of that Toy Cat tax. Did I get hit by a... Okay, no, it's just... So yeah, we're making some good progress. This is an hour and a half in, though. I didn't realize just how much effort would be going into this, though. So that's a lesson I'm glad I'm learning. Oh, we can see how deep each of the pillars are by looking at them from up here. There's a useful bit of knowledge I can use. So yeah, we're gonna work on the area where it's most consistently applied, which apparently is not over here. How is it slipping through the gap here? Internet, do you see this? It's like sideways going across through here, which makes precisely no sense. But whatever. Night vision should help you. Night vision should help you see wherever you are. Yeah, I wish night vision would help you in lava too. Like, lava is an unnavigable mess. Admittedly, most people shouldn't be in lava, but still, it's a whole thing. In Arizona, hunters legit spend weeks in the desert for specific games, but they're rare because it's a lottery system. Everyone loves a good lottery system. Also, yeah, no, thank you very much, Scott Muffin. I'm glad you enjoy the things. I enjoy them too, for one. So, night vision does not work in lava. I know, it's sad that it should, though, is my point. I'm saying it should. Like, oh, should, again, should in the context of, like, it should, like, I would like it to. It's interesting that should can mean, like, should, like, oh, yeah, when you try it, it will. And it can also mean I would like it to, and it does not. Because it does not, rather. It's interesting how diametrically opposed those two are. I'm just waiting to see when he caves and uses sand. Yeah, honestly, I guess if we're using buckets, we might as well switch to just using blocks. Is this... Yeah, no, you know, actually, no. No. We might as well not. It is much more satisfying to use buckets. Just to prove the people wrong who are like, you know what, I hate inefficiency, Toy Cat. Well, you know what? Guess what? You're in for a treat today. I see a small issue there. Despite the education that doctors receive, I don't think for a relatively self-aware person will ever know him/her better than he/she does. It's true, right? But so your experience of yourself as a whole is so much more than anyone else ever will. This made me sad when I thought about it recently, but like, even your closest friend, your best friend, will see you for like 1/10 the time you do, and every other human will trail off after that, you know? Like, maybe your mother saw you for a bunch of years in a row, or like your father or whatever. There's someone who probably knows a decent amount about you, but your knowledge of you is going to be an order of magnitude more than the closest person. That's assuming you have a best friend, a wife, a husband, a something in that, you know, ballpark. Which is interesting because therefore it means that, like, yeah, that most people don't know you on that level, and therefore you should be the best person to diagnose you, right? You know more than that pesky doctor with the same logic. But the reason that doesn't quite work is because doctors have seen other people, like, your exposure to you is higher than anyone, especially your doctor. You know you thousands of times better than your doctor, but your doctor knows the mental illness signs and symptoms better than you. Because mental illnesses, by very definition, are trying to take someone and put them in a category and then using that category to work out the best help. If you want to work out the best help for you, in general, you know you so much better. Also, Toy Cat, I hope you enjoy melting your lungs. Thank you. I do enjoy melting my lungs very much. That sounds like a weird, like, euphemism for smoking, which I do not enjoy very much. You know, I think we should have, like, a national ad campaign of, like, smoking's really cool. Do it all the time. Sure, it hurts, and sure, you know, I'm gonna die 20 years earlier, but it's really cool, kids. Get into it. Like, a smoking ad's literally, like, tried hard to be cool. Like, I think that should be required. Smoking ads should have to be like, we're really cool. Look, your dad's smoking it too. Like, try too hard to be cool, so that everyone, like, goes off it. Oh, just as we drank a fire potion, we ran out of glass. We have a lot of glass, but it's all the way back home. So let's go fly back there. It's worth flying just to save this potion. Therapy of Toy Cat. Yeah, no, it's funny how many people say they get that, because I guess most people don't talk about the deep things, the important things that drive your life. But the person who can help with any individual decision is going to be you. But if you want long-term systemic help, the person who can best help is someone who does systemic long-term help the best, i.e. a mental health doctor. I think a GP is actually probably pretty bad because they're focused on so many other things. But, like, if you're looking, the very nature of diagnosing yourself is not going to be as useful if you're using it for treatment purposes. If you're just trying to give yourself a label, like Mensa, sure, if you just want to know that you are one of the top 3% of humans, sure. If you want to use that as a way of working out how to live, like, oh, smart people need to eat more avocado, you know your car better than anyone else, but when shit hits the fan, you still take it to a mechanic. Yeah. Same with doctor's diagnosis. That's why anti-vaxxers kill me. Yeah, the diagnose yourself with a mental illness online movement is the same as an anti-vax movement. It's saying doctors don't know, I know. I have the worst doctor in the world. Let me clarify. My doctor, everything I tell her, she's like, you're fine. And it's like, no, I'm like vomiting on a regular basis. It's fine, it's normal. I have to take a pill just to feel normal. It's fine. Some people take those pills all the time. I looked it up, it's a lie. There's like long-term effects. I have the worst doctor, but I still trust my doctor more than I trust myself. And the reason behind that is because they are people who are specified in this one part of your life. You might have lived more of your life than any, you know, fancy doctor with qualifications has. Also, let's take some more iron. Let's make some more buckets, shall we? You might know more about you than any doctor does. Also, staying hydrated is the best. I love water. So good. Also, love your videos, man, says Goat Gamer. Thank you, Goat Gamer. I'm sure if you had videos, I'd love yours too. Also, Ryan Kitten says, my doctor messed up and now I'm in pain almost dated at 16 after never being like that my whole life. See, again, this is, so I'm going to use this to prove a point. This is, just because someone is an expert on something, they're not infallible. You know you the best, but you make mistakes about you constantly. The most popular example of this I think I could bring up is, you know how when your friend really likes actually wait, I guess, yeah, when a girl really likes your friend, or a guy really likes your friend, or your friend really likes someone, and they won't admit it to themselves or to you, and they don't even seem to know about it. You know, like, that's a common thing. I feel like it's a trope, but it's also, oh, Jesus! It's a trope, but it's like, it's happened to me enough that I know that, like, oh, wow, it's real. And, it's happened on both ends that now I know, like, oh, yeah, people just aren't good at working out when people are attracted to them. It's just a weakness we have as human beings. Okay, so that is an example of, like, oh, yeah, you make mistakes all the time. The fact that you make mistakes doesn't mean, like, oh yeah, but you know, you can't trust me. I didn't know that girl liked me. Therefore, what's my name? You'll have to ask my secretary or my best friend. Like, no. You can still know a lot about yourself, even though you make mistakes. Just because a doctor makes mistakes, it doesn't mean that they are therefore questioned at all times. And a great example of this, if you take anti-vaxxers, one of the arguments they have that is this same thing, and it's, to me, I actually 100% understand where it's coming from on it, is like, oh yeah, doctors messed up this, that, but they want us to trust us with our child's life, the most valuable thing. And the parents who do get supposed, downsides from these anti-vax, oh Jesus, what do we do here? We made a mistake, I think. The parents who get these, like, huge downsides from the vaccines, it's because of roughly the same time the vaccine happens, something they feel like the doctor should have prevented, which they attribute to the vaccine, happens. Like, maybe their kid who could talk fine never talks, or stops talking, and never relearns the skill. Like, imagine how heartbreaking that would be as a, someone who cared about a child. Imagine. #NoChildGang. But, like, just because someone, oh man, I hate this elytra so much. I do never have an elytra equipped while in water. It messes you up a lot. Just a useful life pro tip right there. But yeah, so like, there's no binary state if you know everything or you know nothing. Every single human being alive knows something in between. It's just we specialize in different fields and try to make human knowledge as a whole be wide. Actually, here's the interesting thing, because we attribute so much, like, if you picture, like, who is it that makes Cadbury happen? You picture a single dude, right? Like, you picture a man in a factory, probably at least. Like, you picture a Willy Wonka-esque human being. I imagine that. Maybe it's just me. But obviously, like, the thing that makes, a Cadbury happen is, like, a lot of individuals coming together under that banner. But, like, this is a very human thing to do. It goes back to, like, again, it's all tribal. Like, with humans, you can take anything back to tribal, I feel like. But because we attribute a lot of collective knowledge, a lot of collective skills to one person, one of the flaws of that, I feel like, is one of the biggest flaws of that is that we tend to think that, like, oh yeah, there are humans who just know everything. I mean, if humans know it, surely one human could learn it. But there isn't one human who knows all the math things. There isn't one human who has learned every single mental illness and how to treat it and how to spot it. The truth is much more complex. I'm actually really frustrated with him because he refused to apologize, and I'm left with more of disability than what I started with. Haven't been to school in a year. So what's your situation, Ryan Kickton? Because I agree, like, you had a bad doctor, which proves that the system is not infallible. The system is very fallible, in fact. Hi, Stevie Lightning. Thank you for the hi. That's where the association of SIDS and vaccines came from. Basically, kids die from SIDS sort of getting vaccinated. Yeah, it's really hard for normal people to know the difference between cause and effect, right? Imagine having a child. This was brought to you by the No Child Gang. If children are vaccines, I'm anti-vaccine. I mean, children are a vaccine against long-term wealth and success, am I right? Hey. But no, so yeah, let me, I want to finish my thought, just because it's something, oh god, 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 oh god. Well, that was another, that was another close one. Ooh, oh, I'm floating inside of the glass right now. Bet you didn't know you could do that. Is it all glass you can come up? Is this a, oh no, it's probably just because I like drowned a little bit, but like, huh, this is interesting. Okay, that was scary. Yeah, the cause and effect difference isn't widely known. And as a result, a lot of people make a lot of faulty assumptions. You're having too much fun, gonna tone it down, says
You're
Michael
having
Adams.
too much fun, gonna have to tone it down.
You're having a bit too much fun, I'm gonna have to tone it down for you. Not just cause and effect, but specifically cause and causation. But like, there is something that causes SIDS, it's just not easily observable. So instead we point to something that is easily observable. When we take, like, life is a lot of, like, the way humans work, the way like, human society is very complex. There's a lot of individual components. And it's every single, you know, like, the ideas that spread, the stories that spread, are people who can simplify that down. Like, most stories that spread aren't real. I don't know if you've ever spotted this, but, like, every story has a little meandering of truth in there. With it, like, you know, widespread story that you heard from a friend. If you don't know the source for story, if it's spread from someone you genuinely don't know, there's a good chance it's not true, it's been, like, spread out. Also, please read last tip, says Louise Fashion West. Oh, I see behaviors that are observed by doctors as symptoms of a problem without actually seeing the brain analyzing it. I don't think doctors will know how well to treat. They're trying to ignore subtle differences in places and treat them as they treat others with their problems, i.e. you're not alone is upsetting to you. Yeah, no, okay, so to address this one, sorry I missed your previous one, Louise Fashion West. Also, my doctor messed up stitches, so a part of my back. Oh man, yeah. Again, like I want to totally agree. Like, man, people don't like people. Doctors are people, so in that even though they're trained professionals, they're better at what they do. Still not a big fan of them as a result. Not a big fan of any particular group of people, but yeah, right, I've had multiple operations to the point where it could be dangerous. I'm having another operation soon to try and fix it. Kind of hate him, to be honest. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Also, we're finally we've gone like another layer down. It's like this is like going somewhere now. I like it. Also, enjoy the rest of the stream. I'm off to the first lab, my Celespa, and my fool didn't realize I'm about to send a lab sandals. A lab. Oh, sandals is famously the best school attire, especially for anything sciencey based. But yeah, I don't want to go into doctors too much because I'm not in the medical field. A lot of people who actually are in the medical field watch my streams, so I'll like leave it for you all to go for yourself. And I want to just kind of say, first of all, thank you, Michael Adams. Apologies for having so much fun. I want to second of all say that, yeah, no, I don't know how I got so distracted on some dumb tangent about, like, doctors and stuff. But whatever, there are people who do things well. There are people who do things badly. in every walk of life. I don't think this shouldn't be knowledge. This shouldn't be a shock to anyone. It is, but it shouldn't be. They say Wisconsin smells. Hate them cheeseheads. Cheesehead sounds like it's a racial slur. I'm glad it's not, but I'm just telling you how it sounds. Just telling you the impression that I get. Oh god. So say that Wisconsin smells. Oh, that's the one I just read. Also, apple pie, says Moo. I love apple pie, actually. I think I like the apple pie at McDonald's more, which is probably a controversial opinion. But, like, pie is great, you know, especially fruity pies. How wonderful. But I feel like apple pie can go really wrong, but like you know, apple pie at McDonald's, so standardized, you know you're in for a fun time. What's your favorite discontinued Minecraft platform? I'm still deeply bitter about the discontinuation of Minecraft. Console edition, I guess I'd say. Not bitter. Bitter's the wrong word. It's more like sad. I'm not sad, I'm just disappointed. Not mad, I guess, just disappointed. But, yeah, I definitely have to say that, like, the console edition and the mini games, it's been years, they still haven't brought the features over. It's like, it's just one of those things that's like, oh, yep. When you believe a authoritative figure, it doesn't mean that they intend to do something. And there's no real accountability. Apple pie is awesome. I'm glad you agree, Internet. I'm glad you agree. So, the thought I wanted to finish, because I really think this is a big one for the modern world, is I think you can only be a certain amount stronger than someone. Again, let's just say it's 20... Let's just say the strongest difference is 100, but most people are in a range of like 5 to 1 difference. So this is how the world has worked for most of history, but now we live in a world where the biggest sector is services. The biggest sector is in IT as well. Like, it's called the tertiary and, like, you know, information sectors. Like, instead of making things physically, instead of doing physical tasks and digging ditches and building roads and whatnot, most of what we do tends to be idea-based. And the difference between ideas humans can have, the difference between the thought that humans can have, varies so much more. Think about the person who came up with, you know, even, if you believe your religion is real, let's pick another religion. The person who came up with the Quran, the Bible, whichever holy text isn't yours, you know, they made it up, right? Again, not your religion. Your religion's real. Every other religion is made up. So, you know, some person came up with that idea, and they've changed the world hugely as a result. You know, to give another example, like, you know, so many of the things that you do right now. Someone came up with the idea of Minecraft. Minecraft, just the idea alone, was most of the success. Like, it was well implemented in lots of ways, but this idea has now made billions of dollars. Like, sorry, it's sold. You know, it's been in 100 million people's hands. Let's ignore the money for now. But like, the difference between an idea you can have can be wild. And that's because, like, again, human like physical strength varies much less than human, again, whether it's intelligence, IQ, lateral thinking, whatever bubble we want to pick today. That's the whole thing. On a last note, do you like parrots? I have an African grey. I've always wanted to speak to a parrot, like one of those like talking parrots, not like a lame parrot that just like makes fluttering noises or whatever. I want to have a bird that speaks to me and does all the funny things that you stereotypically associate with parrots. I would enjoy that a lot. Just join the stream, so I can't. Please go get help. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to do that as soon as I can. And yeah, as a result of that, we're gonna find ourselves to struggle in society. This is why I think the long-term struggle is between the people at the top of that spectrum, hierarchy, ranking, etc., and the people who aren't. And a lot of people just don't see it coming and think, you know what, we'll just let it happen the way humanity's always happened. But we've never had a time in humanity where so many jobs have been based on not your body, but your mind. Which is cool if you like your mind. It's cool if you, you know, if you are smart in your own self-described ways. if you have a brain that someone desires and wants to pay you money for. But if you don't, it's like you can be willing to and trying your best to work and not be able to. And that's because, you know, for a lot of history, sure, there are situations where there was not physically work, but now it's like, oh yeah, you're you know, there are physically. Also, thank you very much. Time to watch Bloomberg get eaten out by Elizabeth Warren again. High quality democratic debate. I guess that'd be humor right there. Thank you very much for the super chat. But yeah, no, I definitely think that's the like telling issue of our time that no one's addressing, because right now we have, you know, a tiny subsect of people who are physically disabled. Like most disabled people aren't lifelong disabled. Most people are temporarily disabled, then they get out of it forever. But we're going to have a situation where a lot of people, for the same purposes in terms of how they can work, are going to be, you know, mentally unable to work. And a much larger portion of the population, you know, maybe as high as like a sixth or a fifth, that are not capable of doing most of the things that makes a society run. Is he still talking about economic religion? Exactly, economic religion. Religion is my economics. Toycat forgets non-Abrahamic religions exist, offends 50% of Christians and 100% of Muslims. I was just picking like book-based religions for my thing. Like, a religion is an idea, right? Even if you believe that God is real, which, yep, okay, God is real, yep, that's widely known. It's accepted, you know, trust me. My church told me so. Even if you accept God is real, you'd have to accept that for a religion to spread, an idea has to spread. Your version of that religion has to go from your brain to someone else's brain. Fundamentally, you know, that's just how it works. Also, we need to have another block a bit lower. Yeah, we need to break both of these and go down. Do we have any more potions? We do not. Yep, let's just avoid this fire and let's get out of here. So, that reminds me, will you say that you get mad because for me, I simply seem to feel upset or frustrated. Also, both love and hate your chaotic building strats, but plain respect for your words. Thank you very much, Louise Fashion West. It means a lot to me. I actually would say that perfectly, yeah. I've never understood the emotion of being angry as heck at someone. Like, I think I might have had it 3 or 4 times in my life. Maybe. But, like, if someone does something that I don't like, I don't want to, like, yell at them and, you monster. It's just, like, I will in future make sure that our paths do not cross. That's my solution, you know? Like, the world has pretty good systems to abate my need to fight you. And I will take those over the need to... Also, thank you very much, Violet Payne, for 420. I hope you have a wonderful evening. So imagine dipping your feet in the lava. Also, I have narcolepsy and it doesn't hinder my passion for supple feet. Thank you very much, Feetmaster09. If you haven't seen my Twitter recently, I have a treat for you, Feetmaster again. That's quite the username, by the way. But I have a treat for you on my Twitter. Do you think this will be harder than draining the ocean monument? If I was draining the entire Nether, it probably would be. But given that it's a pretty small section, we probably should be great. Atheism is considered religion because it makes an assumption about our origins without a proof. I think that's a narrow definition, but I do agree that anyone who says, like, again, this is the thing about, like, people who think intelligent... Also, wait. I saw a comment I want to go with. I wonder right past me about my disability, and you're sitting here around about disabilities, says Starcrasher. I want to clarify, I was talking about how very few people are disabled, like, in percentage-wise. And it's like, it's something that we haven't actually been very good at getting over as a society. I think one of society's big flaws is we don't really focus much on disabled people. It's not a very big grouping, which is one of the flaws, one of the things we're not doing well as a society. Like, that's just, yeah, I'd say there's no real arguing your way out of that one. Just we need to do better on that. Fun fact. But I need to find magma creams. There they are. So we'll take a couple of them. We'll make 2 sets of potions just in case. So we'll brew some of that. Get some more awkward potions. And get ready to brew these ones too. But invisible illness awareness. Yeah, the I also think I think this is something we should do for most things. Like we see disability as something you are or aren't. It's the same when we have homelessness. We treat it like a binary state, like you are disabled, you are not disabled. And there are some people who are lifelong disabled. But it's more like there are ways in which you are not... You know, I know some people don't like the word disabled, but like, let's just accept that as the way to describe it in society speak. But instead it should be like, oh yeah, anyone can be disabled at any time, including you. And then people be like, whoa, including me? I should care about these people now that I could be them. Because otherwise you're seeing them as like a flock of, you know, helpless creatures. But that's not what, again, they're normal people who do lots of many useful, you know, like it's just like, but in one way, minus this. And so yeah, I feel like, but we're gonna have like, I feel like the future issues we have are gonna be significantly stronger. Is my point, because we're gonna have a class of people who are economically unparticipating for non-disability reasons for the first time. Because right now, there's always the stereotype that people choose not to work, but most human beings, especially most like men, I'm just gonna work with the group of people that I know more strongly, want to work, right? Want to. I don't have my sword with me, but most dudes I've ever spoken to are like, yeah, work is like when you work, it is a satisfying end feeling. The issue is sometimes, you know, there is no work for you. But what if there was systematically for an entire class of people not that? And that's the interesting thing I guess we run into there. Everything changes when you realize that it can be you. It's depressing that that's true, but it is. Like it shouldn't be. I wish people had opinions that were like, because you know, like society should be like, you shouldn't, to some extent, like one of the arguments for voting is like, you should vote selfishly. If everyone votes selfishly, we'll have a society that works in all of our interests. I think everyone should care about everyone's interests. Not just about you, not just about your group. Some people take that and they're like, oh, I'll just care about all the people who aren't cared about. No, I think everyone should care about everyone. You should care about the interests of even people who have more than enough people caring about theirs. By the way, I'm going to finally open, I've got this can right here of Kinney. This is from Malta. Do we have any subscribers from Malta in the chat? If you're from Malta and you're here right now, say hello. It's flavored with orange peel and herbs, and it's the most ridiculous. It's the most ridiculously bad tasting drink I've ever tried. We're gonna take half of this, put it in there. Take half of this and put it in there. Nice and easy. But yeah, it's the most ridiculously. Also, me, hi. Hello, Super Rex. Do you know your Kinney? So I tried the regular version of this and it was so bad. This is Diet Kinney, which means it's gonna taste even worse, is my theory. So while we watch glass smelt, very important thing. I'm gonna give you the Kinney tasting experience. Because I've had this in my fridge for a year since I went to Malta. Man, the smell makes me uncomfortable. The smell makes me go, is this a good idea? Because fun fact, Malta is actually an English-speaking country. So this is all in English. But they might have great taste in language, but they do not have good taste in Oh. It tastes almost like Fanta and you're like, oh, what a refreshing drink. And then immediately after it's like, haha, got you, you idiot. And it tastes like some form of disgusting orange peel herb mix. Again, it's wildly popular in Malta. I don't know what the logic is, but it's called bittersweet refreshment. It literally doesn't even taste good. Oh. I'm not drinking any more of that. But I did that to myself for you. Oh. Oh man, I am wildly, deeply, uncomfortable with that one.
Thank you
Sean
for
Stringy
talking
Gamer.
about disability. We need people to talk about us more and to know that yes, we are people. Thank you for getting that. You made my night tonight.
Okay, so okay, I wanna respond to this one because I think again it's the issue. I guess I've kind of again I'm almost where like, you know what, I said something and I've made your night. Now let's unmake it. But no, I think there is a easy ground for. Wait, let's take the one from here. I can almost see the logic in like, oh yeah, well, you might think that it's very, very important for. You might think that it's Okay, wait. Let's take this back a sec. Oh man, I generally that's the worst thing. I've been swimming in lava all night. That was the worst part of my evening. That right there. You know what'll make it better? Some lemon flavored Girl Scout cookies. Chat, do you like lemon? If you live in America and you try Girl Scout cookies, how good are these? Because I don't really like lemon that much. Like, I don't hate lemon, that's why I bought them. But, like, it's not my favorite flavor, so let me know. Oh. So, yeah, thank you so much, Christopher Bradford. I wanna respond to this one, though. So, I feel like, the issue is with it is, like, no one really knows precisely the scale of the problem, and also we have a system right now that is very easily. People see the abuse more than they see the help that it does, because most. Oh Jesus! Most disabled help is very. Most good done by things is invisible. Most abuse is invisible. Just actually wait, just as a fun fact here, for instance, because a lot of people say like, oh yeah, did you know, you live in the UK, like, oh yeah, we're basically trying to kill disabled people at birth, which I mean, not actually true, but like it's because like they're reviewing the payments they give to disabled people. Like I've had 2 ex-girl, yeah, I haven't dated many people. Just to clarify, it's not like I have like a repertoire of hundreds of girlfriends or even dozens of girlfriends, even in the double digits I haven't gone to yet. But I've had 2 girlfriends who both have like not cheated the system for disability, but like had a temporary issue that meant they couldn't work, and then when they could work, like, well, why turn off the taps for the free money, right? Like, someone is giving me money, why would I not take it from them? And that's why I think like the logic should be like, hey, we need to have a system. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Also, I'm crouching. Okay, making things even worse. But yeah, no, I wanted to just add to it by saying I'm glad that the stream improved your thing. I don't know anyone who thinks disabled people aren't people, but I feel like not a very like I can't imagine having that opinion. I don't understand if that is a common thing you face online. I'm really sorry for that, but I don't. It seems almost like, is that real though? Is that real? Also, Girl Scout cooties. Playcat's body count is higher than the USSR. My teacher still needs preschoolers. Thank you for turning besides. Like, anyone could be. We shouldn't see disabled as a type of person, but as a state of being. And some people are permanently in that state of being. And I don't know where that. I'd love to like do the history dive on when it became seen as a thing, because I don't know if this is true, but I imagine like historically speaking, disabled people who are permanently disabled, I should say, probably are more common through recent history. Actually, wait. Here's a fun fact. Rather than diving into this topic too much more, because one of the groups for inclusiveness is always disabled people, right? But did you know we've in America, at least, I say we, but like the world, there's actually been a disabled president of the United States of America. If you look at what's his name, Franklin Roosevelt? Yeah, Franklin Roosevelt. If you look him up, he actually was in a wheelchair. He just hit it. And is that something to be proud of? I never like can work out like if someone was something but they hid it from the world, is that like a thing? Like, is that a role model? Or what is that, you know? I don't actually know. Also, thank you very much for the Streamlabs. I could tell because I couldn't read it there. Lots of hate out there. Oh, no, it wasn't a Streamlabs. I mean, honestly... Okay, this is my point from earlier. Like, I think one of the problems with hate is, like... When we call it hate in general, we kind of, like, delegitimize some people's view of the world. And when you attack someone's view of the world, you tend to do the opposite thing. Like, I think someone who's listening to this, like, apparently, I didn't know I said something that was apparently useful to the communities of disabled people. But I imagine someone else was also like, you know what, this toy cat guy used to think he was cool, but apparently he's on their side. I don't know what that is. Also, what's your opinion on cocaine? Apparently it makes tasty carbonated beverages. That is a thing I've heard. So yeah, I'm gonna eat cookie because my mouth still tastes like that awful Kinney. That was not good. So yeah, this is lemon ups. I haven't tried one yet. This is my last type of it was FDR, not Teddy. Did I make a mistake? Oh yeah, my bad. I don't know American presidents. I'm British. They say I am creative on them. Oh, that's adorable. Look at this. I got a cookie. Oh, you literally can't see it. I am creative. They're not great. This is a biscuit. This isn't a cookie. I know in America you call biscuit cookies. But this is like, this is the def. Oh, they all say different things. I am gutsy. Well, that is cute. It wasn't a secret. The press ignored it out of respect. Imagine that happened now. Yeah, it's really interesting because if it did happen now, like, we like to say, like, well, it's the press that went out of control. Imagine if it happened now, how outraged we would be. Like, the press hid something from the public because the president asked them to. What a filthy cover-up. Also, going to pay for 5 minutes of Orange Square time. No, you may not. You may not. Have you ever been to Canada, or would you go? I've been to Canada many times. I love Canada. I would live in Canada quite easily. Like, it'd be cold, and that'd be bad sometimes. Because it's not even the fun cold, it's like the painful cold that might kill you if you're not careful. But besides that, I love Canada. Very big fan. Would love to live there. You know, I sometimes try to engineer situations that end up with being in Canada. Unsuccessfully, mostly, so far. But we'll see if that one changes anytime soon. Okay, let's swim down here, and let's get some more of this going. Yeah, if I'd have done this more efficiently at first, we wouldn't have to keep going around here. But I guess we made the mistake. But yeah, no, I feel like if it did happen today, people's reaction would be like, oh my god, that's being covered up. I guess people just expect to know more now, and because the press is so decentralized, it's hard to say no to people expecting to know things. So the press can't be trusted as much. Because it's kind of funny when you look back at like old interviews, you can see just how much like the press would literally suck up to the, you know, the figure they were interviewing. Like, oh yeah, would you? There's a famous interview like the Prime Minister from the 40s where it's like, would you like to talk about the economy first or health? You know, like the interviewer offers the Prime Minister like what he wants to talk about. Because he's like, well, you know, you're doing such an excellent job on both. Has there been a single interviewer who says you're doing a good job? Who says a single good thing to the thing? I don't know if that's a thing, right? My disappointment about the lack of orange square is immeasurable. You know what? There's your orange square. I hope you enjoy it, Moo. Also, what's your opinion on diamond tools being dethroned? So it's one of those things that we thought was like a sacred cow. Is that a phrase? I want to say it's a phrase. We thought it was like a sacred thing that would never be undone. We thought Minecraft would never dethrone diamond. So it's really weird beyond anything else to see it actually happen. Like, it's unexpected more than it's anything else. But as far as, okay, our fire resistance is running out. We're going to be very careful. But as far as beyond that, I think it's a good way to bring hype to an update. I think Minecraft's been around for 11 years. Sure, this is a controversial decision, but it'll bring a lot of people back to the game and bring a lot of new people into it. Like, Minecraft needs to make sure every update brings hype to the game. And the Nether by itself is already quite a hype. I would say it's quite a hype thing to update. I think it's very hype, at least. But how do you increase that even more? I feel like dethroning diamond, because what are the things everyone knows about Minecraft? Everyone knows that diamond's the best. Well, what if everyone knows incorrectly? And well, the answer to that is like they do. They will know incorrectly as of this update. Friendship ended with diamonds. Neverite is my new best friend. What do you think about NASA going back to the moon in 2024? We need to go to the Mars, not the go to the Mars, not the moon. This is something that bugs me a lot. Like of all the government money that exists in the world, like you might think like, oh, governments are so underfunded. Look at the amount of money your government makes. Like you come up with a number that you think that again the government of the UK or the US or let's say you live in Germany. Think about how much money they must make a year. Like, you know, like, oh yeah, not, you know, given the things they do for you and those you know about and those groups you care about, whether it be, you know, whatever group you care about most, think about, you know, like how much money they must have. You know, it can't be a lot given all the things they do, you know. But then you look it up and it's like, oh my god, where does this go? what? And they're borrowing money on top of this, and it makes you realize, like, oh yeah, not when it comes to cutting down, turns out that is not a thing you want to use a governmental department to be doing. So yeah, it's kind of sad that there's all that government money flying around and not any of it was being spent on like Mars research and stuff, like pushing humanity forwards. And the truth is like after the space race was finished, like after the US had to stop, you know, having a dick waving contest with the Soviet Union, it just wasn't necessary. But like, it's still sad to me, like just I know, even knowing the reason behind it doesn't make it any less sad to me. Like, yep, just is not necessary apparently. Doesn't feel good just because you know. And that's how I feel right now. Your fire protection's out. I do know. Thank you though. The moon is nothing for us to go for there besides cool rocks. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the problem. Like we, actually, wait. Do you know this? This is something I found interesting. When they sent the guy to the moon. I don't know his name. I do. Neil Armstrong. When the reason that you have to be a scientist to be an astronaut, because I didn't understand for the longest time. Just made it home. Take care, Andrew. I'll catch the replay. Time to play with my kiddos. Oh, that's awesome, Jamie. It's good that there is at least one good dad in the world. Or is there? Or is this a cover? But no, thank you very much for the 10 Canadian dollars. Hope you have a great day, man. But yeah, the reason we trained like scientists and like. I think also we gave him like a geology course was like try and recognize what you can from Earth and see what we can learn from there. And the truth was there wasn't much to learn from the moon. Like justifying it as a scientific expense was fun, but like in reality it was just a look how cool we are. And also it had a lot of overlap with the missiles technology. Also, Toy Cav, you've been to Saskatchewan, Canada. It gets to minus 50 Celsius. I haven't been. I was gonna go to what's the capital? Winnipeg, I guess. I was gonna go to Winnipeg in January, and I was just like, I didn't think much of it. Like I just thought like maybe it'll be a bit cold. It's Canada, but how cold can it be? And like the highest temperature it got to was like minus 13 or something. It is an intense place that is. Also, isn't it satisfying when you see it go down a layer? We're now 3.5 blocks through. It looks like. It's a shame there's no like efficient way to be taking this out. Like we're just kind of hammering at nothing here. But if that's what we gotta do, that's what we're gonna do. Like, we're just gonna find the areas where it looks slightly raised and then go for those. Okay, now we're gonna go for the center. Just because there's like a lot of it raining out from that. You can actually see there's a bunch of source blocks there. Not an efficient way to get them, but as long as while we're here we do something else, it'll be fine. So in this case you can see that over there. Let's make this my something else. Let's place these all the way down to the ground. What's your favorite city? In the world? Probably London. And I know it's stereotyped to say your own city's your favorite city. But London, like, is the best city in the world, you know? They gotta make lava sponges. As an Ottowan, I'm offended. I've been to every Canadian state besides Saskatoon and Saskatchewan and another middle one. Manitoba, I guess it'd be. Oh no, and also like Prince Edward Island. But like, I'm just trying to like take up, you know, because like going to all 50 American states is such a cliched goal. So you know what I want to do? I want to go to all the Canadian provinces. Yeah, that's me being a edgy something or other. Okay, so we're gonna have to go down from here as well. It looks like. Oh, we just missed one block. Oh, that's amusing to look at. Although below that block, we probably need to do more as well. So let's do it. I've only been to Toronto. Toronto's a cool city, right? Toronto's a cool city. Love the underground pathway. Love the underground pathway. Why, says Daniel Pryor? Well, you see, I wanted to confuse internet commenters, like yourself. And I figured, what's the best way I can do that? And I came to the realization. By the way, these lemon cookies aren't good enough for me to want anymore. Like, I ate 2, and notice how I'm suspiciously not eating anymore. Clearly can't be that great. Can you use the firework in your hand to fly on? Bedrock. Oh god, am I... Oh god, okay, we're fine. You can't actually. I think you should be able to. It'd be good if you could. And it's bad that you can't. You know, it almost rhymes. Oh, Jesus. Good thing we have fire protection, eh? If that happened otherwise, I think we'd be pretty dead. See, I'm just making sure we're not missing some, like, major structure here. Do you think we should change our batteries now, given that we're dealing with lava? Nah, that sounds like a lot of effort. Let's just let it happen and see how much it dooms us. No, that sounds like a terrible idea. I came from a video where Toy Cat was wearing a Union Jack. Oh, in my next second channel video, I'm wearing a Union Jack too. It's a very good video in my opinion. It's high quality. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, you know what, we'll just like leave chat on edge. But then I wrote, like, what if I'm swimming to the surface and my controller dies? And I was like, that would hurt me as a person. And I realized, you know what, let's just not do that to ourselves. Okay, let's try and scoop up as many from the center as we can. Just like the correct strategy to win a democracy, let's get as much from the center as we can, as well as getting from the outsides. Also, I'm going to ask again, what's y'all's favorite type of tree, says Maniquia. Favorite type of tree? In Minecraft, it's got to be Savannah. But as far as in real life goes, I love whenever I see a tree I haven't seen before, because it looks like an alien world to me. Like, I've seen enough trees, you know, like, in the Western world, there's like a collection of trees we just, like, expect to see. So whenever I see one I'm not expecting, I'm like, whoa. Like, New Zealand looks like it could be an alien planet, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've never seen any proof that it's not an alien planet, am I right? Good logic. Definitely used by the scientific community right here. But, should have just found a micro USB and gain infinite time. I don't know why I don't use a wired controller. Like, I used to be such a big, like, advocate for wired over wireless, just because I hated buying batteries. Wait, actually, okay, can I tell a story of betrayal and my childhood, which go neatly together? But when I was like a child, I used to always get like presents for, you know, like Christmas, you know, like from family, but also even from my parents themselves. But I used to always get these gifts that required batteries, like
something Toy Cat travels. The Nether and lava stress me out. Weary cat see no evil monkey, I am the slimmer Welsh.
Wait, what the... what were those emojis that was just read out right there? Thank you very much, Jess Slimmer, or the slimmest Welsh. Oh god, okay, I think I'm stuck on something. The slimmest Welsh we know, as you can now be known. Thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Good to see you here. I'm having a good day. Also, I call my New Zealand friends a discount Australian. I'm just saying, Elizabeth Shug, if you're from America and you're consistently talking to all these people from these countries that speak English but are not America, you might have a problem going on there. Like, you might... There's a pattern I'm noticing here. Also, Aspen tree, it looks like a birch. That sounds like fun. How Kong is your fire resist? But, you know, the Toy Cat travel things is one of my... I enjoy it a lot. What are your thoughts on internships in high school? I used to think it was so dumb, but I genuinely, like, okay, maybe this is, I've learned mostly through, like, I hate having to teach people things, and I never, like, have an employee do something, but every single, like, job that I've learned about through someone just being like, hey, I'm gonna take some time out of my day and just teach you a thing. Like, good apprenticeships, good learning, good work experience is super valuable. The problem is, like is that most of them aren't actually about that and don't stress the benefits of that. They're just like, hey, come do manual labor. Because, you know, in the UK, work experience is required. Every single school in the country does it. I never did work experience though, fun fact, but like long story on why and how. But like it's just required. Everyone does it, right? And then, you know, after like because of that, like every single store has a work experience. Like, oh, you can be a work experience till person. You put numbers in there. It's so fun. It's like this isn't experience for anything, you know. I've always thought that's kind of like a. Can you put ladders on glass, internet? I wanna. Like, how we got 50 seconds left. Let's do this. Let's make a difference. Wait, so let's see if we can just put all of these in the same spot here, and then use one to scoop it up, and then. Yeah, this might be a more effective technique, honestly, too. And then. Yeah, this is something we got going on here. Although now I'm trapped, I need to get over to. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Okay. Time is running out. If you have warping potion, you won't have to surface as much. Yeah, I wish I'd realized earlier that like a warping potion would be handy. It's so counterintuitive, but like I get that. It makes sense. Also, I hate looking for jobs unless they're specifically labeled university grad, or the entry level ones are like 5 years of experience, please. Yeah, and that's the problem where like people. I guess this is another flaw of the. Like, okay, I don't want to sound unimodern with all of you, but the modern world has some flaws. One of those is the fact that we're requiring brain power for people more, and again, the quality of ideas varies much more between people. So, if you have an unadjusted world, we will get more unequal faster, which unequal, not unequal, which is something that most people aren't wildly in favor of. I mean, you know, everyone agrees there has to be some degree of disbalance, but no one can agree on what. So that's one of the problems. But one of the other problems is like everyone wants to hire people who already know how to do things. Teaching someone to do something is expensive, and why do it when you can just find someone who's not? And it means that being young in the market is a huge disadvantage. In the UK, the attempt to fix this was by like you can pay younger people like a couple pounds an hour less, but the problem is like we pay younger after the pay period. They're like, oh, you are now just gonna be paid the minimum wage for young people. Like, there's no like lead-in period for it, which is a whole separate problem. I know, like we need a. Oh Jesus, we have a lot of stuff in place that isn't designed for the modern world, and because people don't. Because whenever people talk about things they'd like to fix and make better, they think about it in terms of the old world, not the future. I feel like we don't do a very good job at trying to fix the future. Which, you know, the future needs to be fixed. The future's got some problems. It's okay, I've been having problems with making my large worlds 100 megabytes and not syncing with other Xboxes. It says that the world is corrupt or not fully syncing. Any tips? Yeah, no, that's happened to me. I lost a world, and that's when I realized I'm going to use my realms to store things, because syncing between Xboxes just has bugs. And the Minecraft people are so unapologetic, like, oh yeah, sorry we broke this, like, we just have a 1% tolerance that for 1% of the game, it just won't work, sorry. Sucks, but, you know, maybe not next time. I'm obviously exaggerating, but it's a difference in philosophy between Bedrock teams and the old console teams. So that's why I recommend, like, put it in the cloud, try and make backups. If you have a world you care about, keep your eye on it, right? Even half the university grad jobs I see are PhD only. See, but then, like, yeah, I guess, like, man, job applications, one of the things I'm glad I never had to properly do, because I've always worked myself, like, besides my sort of work experience, but I was paid work experience, which, again, did I mention I got work experience once, and the dude just asked, like, how much do you expect to be paid? And I was just like, what do you think is a good, number to start with? And he's like, £100 there, and I was like, I guess so. And I don't know. I got paid unexpectedly, my work experience, and I got to do it all from home. Because it was just like, why even come into the office tomorrow? You can just do this from home and, send it to me via thing, and we'll do a presentation that way. Yeah, I don't think I met the dude again. I went into an office once. I got paid £100 every day I worked on an app, and at the end of the week, I gave him an app, and he gave me some money. It was a pretty, pretty handy exchange, actually. Have you heard of last Thursdayism? Yeah, it's you can say it for any day of the week, but it's the theory that the world was invented last Thursday, because it's like a parody of the Christian thought that the world must have been invented. The world must have been invented like 6,000 years ago, and so the logic is like, oh, if the world was invented 6,000 years ago, if you think that, then I think the world was invented last Tuesday. Try and prove me wrong, Christian scientists. And you'll be like, well, you got us there, checkmate, friend. Or more realistically, it's like... So, anyway, just the idea is, if Christians reckon the universe was... Oh, not Christians, let's just say, if a group of people reckon the universe was made some predetermined amount of time ago, and their argument to defend it is, oh yeah, well, you can... Because we can see rays of light that have been in existence for millions of years. Like, when you see some... Okay, a light year is the time it takes light to travel 1 year. The time it takes a year to travel for a light photon. So there are some things that are millions of light years away that we can see, so we actually see them millions of years ago. It's a fascinating thing about space, in my opinion, but if we leave the space nerdiness aside. So because we can see things that are millions of years old, one, it means we look into the past and we look at things that are far away, and two, it means that we can prove the universe has existed that long because that light had to come from somewhere. But the response you might have from, say, a group that is using not science to make their logic is that, oh, well, when the universe was made 6,000 years ago, that was already there. Like, the logic is, like, you can put something there halfway into its motion, and then you can use the same logic to be like, oh, yeah, so, if the universe was created 60,000 years ago, or 6,000 years ago, with all of that in place, you can use that logic for any period of time. Like, 6,000 is an arbitrary number, including last Thursday. Last Thursday, everything came into being all at the same time. You might think, I remember time before last Thursday. Your memories were implanted when the universe began existing. Because humans can only see the present at any given point in time, like, you know what's happening to you right now. The past is gone. It's just memories. Like, as soon as the memories fade, as far as you're concerned personally, the past might as well have not exist, right? Like, that's something I struggle with a lot. Like, it sounds like it's just a deep, edgy thought, but it's kind of true, right? If you don't have memories of something, did it really happen? And the answer is, like, on some level, of course, yes, it happened. But if you don't have any proof that something happened, did it? Once the last physical trace of something's gone. There was a dude in the 1500s called Keanu Cheeves, and he was a blacksmith, and he wrote plays for people. Is he real or not? There's not a single shred of evidence that ties him to existing anymore. But, like, so whether he's real or made up, does it matter? You could argue yes, you could argue no. But it's something I kind of struggle with, because it's like, yeah, I guess, like, once the memory of something's gone from everyone who was a part of it, what does it kind of matter? So yeah, just remember, your memories are just memory. Your memories are an imprint of something. And here's the craziest bit, like, it'd be sad enough if we had perfect memories, because it'd be like, well, that's sad, but, like, it's also kind of a fun fantasy. But we all have flawed memories. Again, everyone thinks their memory's infallible till they realize it's not. But, like, we misremember details all the time. When you remember something, we like to believe it's like having a video of that event. What your brain does is it takes, when you remember something, in air quotes, I should say, when you remember something, what you're actually doing is your brain is taking all of the details you know about the thing, and it's reconstructing, with your modern day stuff. So it's like you just remember details about a thing. You don't remember the thing. You remember lots of details that you can then use to reconstruct it. But is that a real memory? It's something I think about a lot. And there's no answer. The answer is just, oh yeah, what's the point in anything anyway? I have memories that feel like dreams, and it makes me question reality. Yeah, every now and then I realize that something I thought was a memory is fake. I'm like, who's this from? Or maybe I get it mixed up with the wrong person. Like, isn't that embarrassing when you remember something about the wrong person? Also, there's literally no lava left here. Like, you can see how, like... I think as soon as we do the sides, once we get rid of the few bits of lava that must be flowing to all the rest of these, we're going to have, like, a huge deflow. Because there's literally not a single lava block I can reach anymore. Where's it all coming from? That is the question. Okay, down here, maybe? There we go, that's something. But yeah, so okay, let me explain this. If you create something and suddenly lots of matter comes into existing, how does that affect the space-time fabric around the point? Time disports or outside that point. I didn't understand your explanation. I am not on a high enough plane of consciousness, clearly. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take one of these back with me. I'm gonna just take this one for now. I'm so scared I'll lose one of these shulker boxes one day. I'm just gonna I'll take 2 shulker boxes actually. Oh, okay, we got them. Let's put on the elytra. Let's get this going. And let's head back and let's get some more glass so I can actually finish the sides now. I'll bring a water-breathing potion too, just for the satisfaction of everyone. Go to sleep. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't sleep. There's Minecraft we played. Oh, that means we've been streaming for almost 3 hours. It's probably a sign we should stop. Oh, and I don't think I did respond to it. Also, how did you vote? Who did you vote for on the general election in December, says Moo? I don't like to talk about politics, especially not like who I voted for. I voted for the good people. You know the people you like? Like, not you, Mr. Super Chatter. You, the viewer. The people you like, I voted for them. Unless you don't like anyone, in which case I didn't vote. And unless you like all of the parties equally, in which case I spoiled my ballot and write, they're all too good. Unless you hate all the parties, in which case I spoiled my ballot and wrote, just Vermin Supreme, there you go. If this was realistic, you would be burning, says Neocomplex. I mean, go to bed, forehead. It's only 8:41 here. Don't stop streaming. Exactly right. I don't like to talk about politics, says Starlight. Someone sent the super chat, okay? Let's do some chat Q&A. Dreaming Sunsets. Toy Cat, what was your first gaming console? I'm really curious. The first console I remember was an N64. Supposedly I had a Mega Drive, but I genuinely don't remember it. If I don't remember having it, did I really have it? The answer is somewhere between yes and no. We won't think about it too much. Okay, let's take all of this. Throw it into here for now. Or should we go in here? Let's go down here. Actually, no, we'll go up there. We'll have a lava chest. No, down here. Down here makes sense. Throw it in there. All the lava buckets in the world. Actually, we should take one of these over to the, take that bucket out. Solid it down. Take all the glass. I think this amount of glass is probably going to be good enough. Yeah, but 38 plus whatever we just found in that chest, 61. We'll take another. There we go. Stack of glass. Easy said, easy done. And now we'll take the other one of these shulker boxes over to the furnace house where I smelt things like en masse. And then we can do things there wonderfully. Okay, so let's take some sand as well. Actually, no, we're not gonna use sand. We're gonna finish this the real way, but we are gonna get a potion and we're gonna empty out the shulker box. Back in the 30s, Toy Cat, you voted for the German Workers' Party. Oh, you're subtly saying that you're a fan of the German Workers' Party, the NASDAP. What a high quality opinion you have. Okay, so we got 67. I guess 69 would be the amount that makes buckets evenly. Perfect. What's the first orange square you had? Oops, we have the orange square on still. So, Cat, you heard about Joe? I have heard about Joe. Joe Mama, you get it? It's like I'm saying yo, which is like I'm saying your, and then Mama, which is like, mother, it's funny. It's hilarious. Haha. The passage of time doesn't bend one's memory. Yeah, but like, again, it's easy to imagine time as an objective thing, but we like, you know, it's objective from the perspective of humans as a species, but humans as a species have our memories through the individual people. You know, there is an objective truth about the universe. We will never properly understand it. You know, we can come kind of close, maybe sometimes. But even if there is an objective truth in the universe, we're gonna... Also, should we get 12? Let's take 12, sure. We're gonna always have a hard time understanding it from our perspectives. And even beyond that, I think I have some water-breathing potions in here. Not a single water-breathing potion. What a serious disappointment. Let's take some water bottles, make them into awkward potions. We'll make one, like, water-breathing potion. You know, honestly, something I'm considering doing, chat. Do you want to see this as a stream? I think it's a dumb stream, but I kind of want to do it anyway. Do you want to see, Wikipedia's the objective truth? And that's why I donate to Wikipedia. You can find me on the major benefactors page. Toy Cat Andrews is what they wrote me down as. Also, Louis, Fashion West. Loving the memory convo, so please continue, but help Nevrack everywhere and can't find portals. Made a mistake of not giving inventory spot to crafting table. Full pick and repair. So... Okay, wait, let me do this. I don't know how to understand the last part of your comment, but I guess I'll say if you Nevrack everywhere and you can't find the portals, might be worth killing and making a fire. You know, you need to find the portal, so you just gotta logically assume it's somewhere near the low end of the coordinates. Unless your Minecraft world is big, it's gonna be somewhere near 0, 0. If you go to 0, 0, you'll find it from there. Dumb streams are the best streams. I like to talk about politics either, mostly because no one wants to hear me say high quality of it. Yeah, that's the thing where, like, isn't it interesting that no one wants to hear those opinions? Isn't that like a problem? I think it sort of is, and also, you know, I guess you probably shouldn't say it's a problem that people shouldn't be able to say that they're a Nazi. But like, I think people should be able to say like any opinion, and then if your opinion's dumb, we can tell your opinion's dumb. I don't like that the modern world concept is like, say any opinion you have, except we've got a bunch of opinions outside the norm, and you can't say those ones. Because then people who have those opinions naturally are like, ooh, now I'm in an underground club. If we just said, oh yeah, have any opinion you want, your opinion, you know, like, be careful. There's lots of people who want you to have dumb opinions, but sure, if you want to have them, feel that way. I don't know, that's just my kind of opinion. I've always been like I've always had the opinion for like, you know, let people do what they want to do. Whereas a lot of people have like, it's distinctly the opposite opinion. They're very strongly on the side of like, nah, don't let people just, you think people can decide, you know, what's good for them? No. People, very bad at deciding. So yeah, I think we should definitely do a stream where we just make a lot of potions. Like 10,000 potions or something. Stream of consciousness, it's so random and changes so quickly. Yeah, I didn't know that word until I started streaming. But I think these streams are definitely oh, these are streams of consciousness streams. Oh man, how'd I miss the high quality thing there? When you hear someone stream of consciousness, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff. A lot of that stuff's gonna be very dumb. I think that's a sad reality. 3 awkward potions. Okay, we're good. So now we take all these lava buckets, we dump them in another place, and then we're gonna go back. Also, it's been 2 hours, but I put a poster on the wall that says Tate. Hey, thank you, Tate, for the $2. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's kind of weird because like there's an interesting fact. Whereas the streams go on, fewer people tend to, you know, super chat or this or that, whatever. And I find that to be an interesting pattern because, oh man, so many lava buckets. I find it an interesting pattern because it's the... I've always tried to like pin it down like, okay, so what's the reasoning behind it? Like, is it that streams get worse as they go on? And I think some part of it is that, right? Like some part of a stream is most exciting when it's just started. And I think this is why everything has an end. Like, some people like to say they like to watch a 4-hour YouTube video or music set or whatever it may be. But I think the reality is like, people think they want more of something until they don't. But no one knows when the don't is. Like, no, that's something I find sad. Almost, on some level at least. Of like, we don't know when we've hit the point of too much. We'll just hit it at some point. Okay, we got 2 of these. Let's go fly back to the Nether. And let's do this. People super chat, unless the stream's gone, because people run out of money. But it's not the same people super chatting the whole stream. We do get regulars, and those are the people, you know, I recognize them the most. But most of them come in from strangers, right? And those strangers tend to be more concentrated towards the front end of the stream. Yeah, it's interesting. I try not to talk about the thing too much, because like, if you don't want to tip, you don't want to tip, right? You don't want to give money to an internet cat. You don't want to give money to an internet cat. But I do find it to be one of those interesting sources of things. Unless you're building the end halfway where it gets along with donations, says this is Chris. That's a good point. That's a good point. I just watched a video where you said you shouldn't do this in survival, says Pig for real. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to... I had the idea, like, what if we actually did it for real? I have the idea so often of, like, let's do this, and I have to tell myself, let's not do this. This is a really dumb... Oh, no, I didn't make the water breathing potion. Yeah, I did. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Never open your inventory while you're flying in the Nether. Bad idea. Bad idea. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It was such a mistimed thing. But yeah, no, but I'm not doing the thing where I'm like, a lot of streamers are like, I'm gonna stop streaming unless someone donates now. I'm never gonna be that person, because is this time zone related? No one uses Asia Pacific. I think now should be like late night America. Also, it's because if I donate too much, Mum's gonna beat me with a wooden spoon. Also, rewind to earlier, I'm not an Anglophile. I just like meeting people and I only speak English. Well, clearly you need to speak other languages. You Anglo. No wait, you should. No wait, clearly. Actually, wait. I'm gonna change my mind on this one. You should be an Anglophile. Anglo is the coolest glow. You know, if I could glow any color, it would be Anglo. That's for sure. But no, okay, so we're just placing glass. This is what I should have done in the beginning, really. Like, I don't know how it took me so long, but it's much more efficient to just work this way. Oh, I can't even see where I'm placing. Okay, that's why. Low on cash, but tax was due, says Koi Man. Hey, thank you, Koi Man. It's really appreciated. But yeah, like, it's a really interesting. I think that's why it's always good to have streaming as more of a hobby than a full-time thing, or at least to be at the level where you can decide that, because it's really, really easy to... Okay, where are we actually at? We're like... There's 3 more blocks in this giant thing. If you treat it as a job where you make X amount an hour, making nothing for an hour, even if people enjoy it, because, you know, the amount people enjoy, the amount people give, they're related. This goes back to the correlation causation thing. They're related to each other. People tip more when they enjoy something, but there's not a perfect correlation. There's not a perfect relationship. Not everyone who enjoys something will tip, and not everyone who tips enjoys something. Sometimes you see ones like, okay, I'm gonna replay a comment that was clear from someone who doesn't enjoy the stream. You know what? Here's one. Daniel Pryor. This was from earlier. It just said why. Oh, it doesn't say anything right now, but it's just like, you know what? The economics can get really interesting in the weird things. Also, Minecraft logic. You don't need a lava breathing potion for this. Yeah, I had to. The fact that I need a water breathing potion to swim in lava, I think this is so dumb. Like, it's I don't know why I'm so amazed by this, but I really am. That like, oh yeah, solution to breathing in lava: drink a water breathing potion. Which again, it's literally called a water breathing potion. Also something. I find that I get more invested in the stream itself as I go on, less likely to chat. I think a lot of people just don't think about it. Yeah, I think the experience for something that's extra long definitely changes. Your relationship with that thing is very different, especially like any long form piece of content, like whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's even like, you know, pretty much most things Besides, like, maybe, like, you could say, like, certain movies. But I'm not a movie guy enough to say that for sure. But, like, you need to, like, kind of... The way you enjoy things changes as those things get a different... as they go past a certain length. I've always been fascinated by the why of that. I don't have one just yet, but I'll let you know as soon as we get there. Okay, so now we're gonna place a block down there. And now we can start getting rid of this stuff. Also, I'm drunk and watching the Dem debate. Toycat is also streaming conflicts. Also betting how many times someone says billionaire. I used to watch debate. Like, again, I'm not a big politics hound, but I used to be like, oh, this is a cool event. I used to watch them and then I realized, like, you know what, most of this is like, you know, being informed about democracy, you know what's way better? Watching highlights later. But the problem with highlights is, like, highlights can get You know, actually, wait, I'm going to change my mind right now on the spot. I feel like it's sad that you need to watch something live to actually understand it. Because I've noticed this with media nowadays, is like, you can take the exact same thing and with editing, you can make it really good for one side or really good for the other. Am I a bad person? I ordered a water and then filled it with soda. Okay, wait, okay, Chunky9, I've done this before. I don't think it's a bad person thing. I feel like it's definitely like stealing, right? I mean, like, if stealing is a bad person thing, then boy, do I have some bad news for you, Mr. Chunky. But, yeah, I feel like it's, it fits into the category of, like, if you otherwise would have paid. See, this is a really tricky moral hole to get into, because a lot of people then like, oh no, but I would have never paid. But if you otherwise would have paid for something, but stealing meant you could get it for free, then you are a bad person for stealing it. But if you were otherwise not going to pay for something, the cost of you deciding to have the thing is very close to no. It's just the marginal cost of production. It's actually the real nightmare of stealing in the modern world. Stealing used to be such a... Also, FBI, arrest that man, says Elena Khan. Stealing used to be such a cut and dry crime, right? Like, it was very clear when someone had stolen because you could see they had something that was someone else's that is now theirs. And because for most of human history, the way pricing has worked is it's been based on what the thing costs someone to make. You charge someone, you know, for... Oh god, I can't see anything. The price you charge is what it costs you to make, and then some amount of markup. That markup might be a fixed price, it might be a fixed percent, but like if it cost me $1 to make tomatoes, I'll sell them for $1.10. If it cost me £1 to make a bowl of spinach, I'll sell the bowl of... Also, this shouldn't be in here. I'm gonna lose it, but you know, it's weirder to have it there, I think. But we've recently switched with most things being based on how much you can... Like, having a... There are some things that require research that is recouped slowly. I think Impossible Meat's a great example of this, like... Or drug, you know, American healthcare. Like, people like to be like, companies are just gouging prices and it's all going nowhere. Like, there is a lot of money being spent on these drugs. Like, the reason behind that is because they're not priced according to how much they cost to produce. They cost according to how much it costs to be able to produce them, to create the category. And then there's some things that are priced on your ability to pay. So I'd say airline tickets are a good example. Same with train tickets to some extent. 100... The potion's going to run out soon. Oh yeah, we got a minute. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Let's get close to the thing. And let's just finish up over there. The cost that it... Oh, is this going to all go down? No, it's not. The cost of making something and the cost of selling something are almost like disconnected concepts nowadays, which is a weird world to be in. And as, like, yeah, again, an airline ticket costs $100 sometimes. Sometimes that is a price that makes a profit. Sometimes that is a price that makes a loss. Because it's everyone's tickets combined together that makes the profit or the loss. If they've already made their money back, then you're just taking an extra seat. And if they don't sell it, you'll get on there regardless. I have nothing to do, so this, here you go. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, pricing models have changed significantly. And as a result, it's much harder to work out if you're stealing and how much you're stealing. With soda, you're stealing at least the amount it cost them to make it, but also you're potentially costing them the lost sale. This is why piracy is clearly stealing, but also clearly not bad too, right? You're not paying for someone's hard work. A lot of people's hard work. Also, thank you very much for when this is done. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. It's Tuesday. Close enough. It's Wednesday morning, I guess you could say. I just made chocolate pudding, says Granddad's Clothes. What is your name, Granddad's Clothes? I mean, it's Granddad's Clothes, but why is your name is the question I guess I'm really getting at with that one. Why is your name? See, I'm going to try and... I don't know where the lava's coming from. Like, I can't scoop up a single source. But yet, it's still all over here. See, lava has some funky mechanics like this. Also, I'm starting to realize we're probably not going to finish today. It's a depressing thought. So it's making me realize, like, maybe this was foolhardy. Maybe trying to... This is how much progress we made in, like, 3 hours. Jesus, that's depressing. When you realize how much of just ridiculousness this is, I guess, on some level. Okay, you know what, let's get some motivation going. Let's, like, look at this from above. So this is my circle. My circle's amazing. And we're about halfway down, I'd say. We could drink another fire resistance potion and find out, but, like, we're halfway down. We'll just accept that as being fact. Opinion on brewed beverages like tea or coffee or even hot chocolate? Is hot chocolate really brewed? Is that a fair statement to make? I'm gonna say it's not. But yeah, opinion on beverages. I don't like. I feel like brewed is like. I don't know why we like them personally. I'm a really big fan of like a lot of basic flavors and tastes. I used to as a kid take apart burgers. Like nowadays I can appreciate complex put together, like things that are good combined. But the problem with like combining flavors is like if you combine a flavor that's not good, it doesn't magically become great. If you put, you know, pineapple's great by itself, pizza's great, but you can combine them, get something bad. But especially you can get things that are great by themselves that become awful, absolutely awful when combined together. I use military time. I wish I could watch this, but I have homework and I procrastinate. Also, the source isn't there, it's further in the middle. Yeah, I guess that could be what's happening. Like, it's just all in the middle over there. Let's try our best. Let's, like... There we go, we got a big bit. Oh, yeah, look at all that progress. Oh, one... It's flowing so weirdly from the edges. Like, it's trying to flow diagonally across where it can't. It's very odd. But yeah, it's so weird, like, this is the thing about lava, like, you can remove so much of it and still not make a proper dent in it. Also, oh yeah, this last. We're gonna run into issues here later. Take the sources out row by row. We genuinely might, at some point, just switch to like, okay, we're gonna fill it with sand, then we're gonna remove the sand. I think we would have saved ourselves a couple of hours doing that, but we wouldn't have had the experience of hanging out together, would we, Internet? We wouldn't have had the experience and the camaraderie that comes with it. So thank you very much, Sharkboy, for... Oh, there we go. See, that's another one. Look at the... When you get the highest up sources, the amount it changes things. It's quite staggering. Whereas when you just get a random source from nowhere, it makes a difference somewhere sometimes. But it's much less noticeable in the overall thing. Any other sources around here we can pick up? Yeah, it's also quite interesting how different the, like, this is by layer. Like, lava has... If you don't believe lava sources are different to water sources, I hope this video or this stream has changed your mind at least a little bit. Because my god, nothing here makes any sense. So anyway, I had a lot of fun today. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like if you liked it. Give it a really like if you really liked it. That's definitely a thing YouTube has. Press the really like button. I guess that's probably like the stream tip button. Or the subscribe button. But you know what? I ask you to do those things because that's how I make my living. And you know what? If you do those things, I appreciate it. But the cool thing is, if you don't do those things, I appreciate you watching anyway. Because I had a fun time here today. I think we're going to have to just get some sand in and just, like, power through and do it that way. I had a lot of fun here, just draining a little section of the lava at Nether. Just as a reminder of how much time it would take to drain the entire thing. Imagine if I wasn't draining this tiny hole, I was draining all of this. Imagine how that would go. And, yeah, so I'll see you soon. There's one right under the outcropping. You sure? I wanna see see what you mean there. I don't see it. I think maybe over here, you're saying? Like we could reach over to that. I don't see it. Anyway, don't worry about me. Only complete heartbreak. My message went on red again. No biggie, just I feel like there's so few characters. P.S. Now I disagree, thanks. What did I miss? One sec, I'll do it for you. Joan, I'll do it for you. I'll find it. I'm in the mountain of Bedrock. Use fist to punch me out of the portal, which in the overworld is 1,000 blocks excellency from 0. Yeah, so okay. I don't know how that happened to you, like what you did, like how you don't have a portal when you're in a mountain. Like I generally don't understand your situation enough to help you with it. I'm very sorry, but I hope things work out for you, Louise. Fashion West. I also don't believe your middle name is Fashion, but you know I do believe that I hope you will have a wonderful day today, because everything is crazy. Some things take a long time, and you might think it's pointless to spend a long time doing something that you could do in a short time. But sometimes that's enjoyable. Sometimes in life, it makes sense to do things that it doesn't make sense to do. And that might not seem like it makes sense, but believe me, it makes a lot of sense. And if that doesn't make any sense, then that's because you're trying for it not to make sense. And if you're trying for it not, oh yeah, that's satisfying. So thank you very much for watching, because I'll see you all in another one. Unless there's a house fire, in which case I'll see you never, because I'll be burned to a crisp. Goodbye. Burned to a I guess I burned to a cookie, am I right? These just aren't good. It's sad. Okay, fine.